Yo, yo. I don't even think y'all heard me just now. Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another live stream. We got the From Friday Frenzy Express edition. I'm just now taking off my coat and everything. I was outside fucking with the fireplace. It's cold as shit outside. I ain't even get a chance to light it up and enjoy the warmth and the heat. But I like going outside when it's cold, lighting a fire outside when it's cold. I think the contrast is refreshing to me. How y'all living out there tonight? How is everybody? It's great to be alive right now. It's a wonderful world we live in. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see what's going on. Who in here? Who's in here? I had to run back in here. I didn't get a chance to light the fireplace because I knew I had set the live stream up and I had got on the phone and was talking and shit. And you know me, I get to talking. 10 minutes flew by so fucking fast. And now the live stream is clocked in real quick. So I guess I won't be doing the fireplace tonight. But it's all good. It's all good. I like sitting outside by the fireplace. You know what I mean? When it's really cold out, like to get that warmth, the contrast is good for the soul. You know, let me know how y'all living out there tonight. If y'all hear me live and loud and clear, let me know what's going on. Oh, we got Nene in the building. How you doing, sis? Yeah, she said, Real, can you make this live last at least 2 hours? I need this while I'm working at home tonight. Hey, yo, you know what? That's not even hard to do. Like, the time be flying when you be live. I ain't gonna lie. Look, 4 minutes done gone by already. We gone 4 minutes already. I didn't even get to the shout outs yet. Yes, indeed. But yeah, who else we got? We got William Waddy in the building. We got Suzanne Not Telling. Oh, we have the wonderful, beautiful Chocolate Beauty is in the building. Hey, cousins. Doc Kaiju is in the building. Hi, Frumley. What's going on? Familiar? Yes. Golden Child, Friday night special. I'm down. Of course. Of course. We're going to be doing a lot more of these. Now that the season's over and we're not clogged up with like trying to do theory videos and all that shit, we just going to talk and like share our theories with each other right on the live stream. So I think that'll be cool. Also, we can incorporate some talks about other shows. I definitely want to talk about Earth Abides. You know what I mean? I might have a guest tonight coming through. He's doing some things, watching a movie with his lady right now, but he might swing through. If he swings through, he watched Earth Abides at my request and decided to come up and share some thoughts with me. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in here? We got Isley Claymore in the building. Real is in the house. Yes, I agree. You're 100% right. We got Nakisha in the building. Nakisha, she says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. The song will be in some kind of ad for an ad company or something like that. What song? What song you talking about, Doc Kaiju? Hold on. I sold a song. Up here. I sold a song and joined a small label. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. I love that. I love to hear that. I'm so stoked. So you did a record for somebody? The song will be in some kind of ad for an ad company or something like that. Okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I know the feeling. It's good. It feels so good when you get a placement. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I don't like, I'm still waiting on money from placements that I had from 2015, yo. 2015, 2016. I'm waiting on a placement from 2018. And we talking about like a bag. We talking about money. You know what I'm saying? I had a track that got put in a movie I don't know when I'm getting paid for that. So like, yeah, like, and the crazy part is I actually did some assisting work with the special effects of that movie. I got paid for that though. I got paid for that. But I haven't been paid for my royalties yet. And I did sign all of my paperwork. Make sure you sign all your paperwork. Make sure you educate yourself. Any producers out there, make sure you educate yourself out there. You know, I went to college for music merchandising, and I learned a lot about intellectual property. And so if you need some help along the way, feel free to hit me up. I do charge for my consultations though, just to let you know. But my track record speaks for itself. I've been in the business for a long time. I do actually work, run advertising as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's great, Doc Kaju. You know what I'm saying? That's great. That's really dope that you have gotten a placement. Is this your first placement? Because if it's your first placement, I know you are super hyped. You probably over there with a bottle celebrating. You know what I mean? And you said you got signed to a label. That's fire. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, that's great, Doc Kaju. That's great. Congratulations on that. It's a wonderful feeling when somebody comes along and appreciates your artwork and they actually do something with it. I've sold so many beats throughout the years that people have never heard the beats. Some of them I sold the exclusive rights to when I was really down, you know what I'm saying? And I needed the money, and I sold exclusive rights, and I still haven't heard them shits released yet. You know, I've written songs for people that have never been released. You know what I'm saying? That's why I charge. If you want me to come in the studio with you, I charge straight off the rip. So that way I'm not just dry down and out waiting on money. You know what I mean? I wait on my royalties. Royalties is just another fancy word for money. But yeah, like I charge off the rip. So make sure all your business and everything is right. Again, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Oh yeah, if you're getting paid this week, that's awesome. That is awesome. You're putting out another album. You're putting out your second album, instrumental EDM rock music. Not most people's cup of tea. No, EDM is one of the biggest industries out there. EDM is heavy. EDM is low key big, like for real. And the events that EDM DJs play at be like having thousands of fucking people at them. Like if you can get in on that tip right there, you Gucci. You know what I mean? Nice. That's exciting. I want to work on music. I make a lot of soundtrack type stuff. Good idea about researching. Yeah, you want to get all your business right, understand what's going on. Will you be having any guests in the live like Taryn or PM? Yeah, we might have one tonight actually. And I may open up the lines as well so that people can come up and rap. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about we're going to talk about Earth Abides, we're going to talk about Silo, we're going to talk about Severance coming back. If you got whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm coming. I really started this live to fuck with y'all tonight. See what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? From has definitely been on my mind, but the hype is slowly going down and down. Miss T, how are you? And by the way, Abdul is in the building. We got Miss T in the building. She said Earth Abides is good. Yes, it is. Is Earth Abides good? No, she said, is Earth Abides good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw the entire season. It's only 6 episodes. However, it's a good 6 episodes. And each episode is a different dynamic, actually. Like the first episode is the first of its kind. You know what I'm saying? The first of its kind. Nene says, let's get PM in here with you. She's fire. Yes, indeed, she is fire. If she swings through, if she sees this up here and she comes through, I'll definitely throw the link down for sis. No problem. Doc Kaiju says he's liking Earth Abides. Yeah, Earth Abides is pretty good. Earth Abides is pretty cool. it definitely has the potential to pull at your heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? If you cry about certain things, or it's definitely gonna hit you like that. Even if you saw the first episode when bro finds his parents, like, yeah, that's a very touching scene right there. That whole little part where he finds his parents and buries them and shit like that whole part is fucked up. If you don't know what Earth Abides is about, it's about a dude that he's like a geologist. He's like a real live bona fide geologist. Just he was up on the mountain, and he gets bit by a rattlesnake. He makes the X cut on the snake bite, and he sucks as much of the poison out as he could. But I don't think he was too successful with that. And then he did the worst thing you could ever do if you get bit by a snake, is he started running to the house. So when you run, you speed up your circulatory system, right? So that blood gets to pumping, and whatever poison you do got in you is going to start making its way through your system faster because you're running and shit now. So that was a mistake. I guess it actually was a happy mistake, because it probably saved his life. Because Bull goes in the house, he falls asleep, he's in and out of sleep for like 3 weeks. And when he wakes up, he tries to, when he gets bit by the snake, he drops his phone and shit. He don't never even go back for his phone. It's crazy. And he gets a text from his mom. But when he wakes up at the aftermath of a pandemic that has swept across the entire world and killed most of the people. We talking about the way that this show looks, it appears like maybe at least probably 90% of the people, 95% of the people dies in this shit. Like, it's real barren. Nobody's there. But the very few survivors start to, melt together, come together. It gets crazy. I mean, it gets really crazy. I definitely suggest going to check it out. Lady A says, I'm liking Earth Abides. Yes. The episode 2 was a little bit more slow, but it actually is an important episode. Episode 2 is very important, actually, to the entire story and how it breaks down. Yes, Miss T, you gotta go check it out. Earth Abides is good. Nikisha says, I'm enjoying Earth Abides. I know it's supposed to be sad, but second episode was so romantic. That's how I'd want my apocalypse to be. Hey, yo, I'm gonna say I got some shit to say. I want to see how many people in here right now have seen Earth Abides, or if you're in the chat, if you're not able to holler, you might be watching from the TV or whatever. Like, if you're here in the chat and you can say how many people have actually started watching the show. You know what I mean? Because I really do want to put out some, I want to start doing some recaps and make them funny. The show is like super serious though. The show is super serious. It's, you know how my sense of humor is. If you've been rocking with me, you know how my sense of humor is by now. It's funny as hell, but it's dark. My sense of humor is a little dark. I can make some funny shit about this show, to be honest with you. So I'm going to try to mess with it a little bit. But it's definitely not From at all. It's nothing like From. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's really good, actually. Let's see. Second episode was heartwarming. Yeah. So I can agree with you on that for sure. Just like Nikisha said, she said that's how she'd want her apocalypse to be. I mean, shit. Like, one thing I gotta talk about it. I didn't like Shorty. And Nikisha, I know you probably gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, no, I didn't like Shorty. You know why? How the fuck you just going, in this situation, how you just going to ask somebody to come on in? Now, don't get me wrong. This guy was a good guy. But she's too friendly. And you'll see later on through the season, you'll see. But when I first saw episode 2, I said, oh, hell nah. She's too trusting. Both of y'all said the same thing. Look at that. Yeah, she was a little bit too. They both said the same thing. Look at that. Doc Kaiju said, oh my God, Nikisha Jinx. Yeah, like she is definitely too trusting. I mean, that shit popped. Both of y'all popped up with that. Great minds think alike. Yes, they do. And shit, Earth Abides is a great show for great minds. And if I'd implore you all to go check it out, go watch it, so you could build with us over here. We're gonna be talking about Earth Abides. I might even bring like a panel up if y'all guys want to come up on a panel for Earth Abides, because Earth Abides is not the kind of show you just want to hear some dude sit there and talk about by itself. Unless I was breaking some shit down, teaching you something about the esoteric stuff. You know, this is a show for humans. You dig? Like, this ain't no monsters and shit. We talking about humans doing human stuff. Okay? This show, like, yeah, they get busy. They got busy in episode 2. But she was just a little bit too quick with it. I'm just being real with you. She was too quick with it. But he was a young dude. You know, she got a little bit of age on him. You know what I'm saying? I know you have seen episode 2. I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody because I know a lot of people haven't watched it yet. Yo, and you know what? That is true. She said, I kind of love Etsy. How you doing? She's here. She's from a big family. She misses community. And you know, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? I've lived in the country. I live out in the sticks, and I've also lived in the city. I know what it feels like to be around a bunch of people. I used to be a club promoter, and so I used to be around motherfuckers all heavy, real heavy all the time. And you know, you build communities around you. People love you, and it's such a great feeling to have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got Dana Marie in the building. Good to see you, sis. Yes, indeed. We sit here talking about From Earth Abides and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Do a watch show then, because I'm not paying for 2 separate apps. I could watch it or watch it on your Discord. You know what? I'll do that. I can make that happen. That's not a problem. I could actually make that happen. But the thing is, it's on MGM. If you pay for From, I mean, shit, Earth Abides was advertised on the last episode of From. So if you pay for From, you should be good then. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do a watch party for those who don't want to watch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mississippi Billy, what's good with you? And he gives you the great advice there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not totally anti-piracy, even though I'm a creator myself. The reason is that the word purchase doesn't mean what it used to mean anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like the word purchase, when you own something, you own it, right? But like, it don't mean that shit no more. Cause I have I forget what it, oh yeah, I had a MGO account back in the day, and I bought like a bunch of movies on that shit. I bought like all the Oceans movies. I bought The Man of Steel, Hook. I got all the Lord of the Rings on there. I bought a bunch of shit. These motherfuckers sold the company to another company. Then they sold that to another company. Now it's Fandango. And so I went in my account and I looked, and they took like a bunch of my movies that I had in there out. And I'm like, nah, yo, I paid like the $29 for them shits. Like, put them shits back in my account. I paid for them like soon as they came out. Like, put them back in there. And they said, well, those are no longer available in the United States. I said, oh, fuck that. I bought it. I paid for it. This was a purchase. This wasn't no rent the movie. This is a purchase. So, yeah, so that's why I'm not totally against piracy, because the word purchase just doesn't mean what it used to mean anymore. So sometimes you just got to be, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Now, it is what it is, yo. Like, I download episodes of From. However, I pay for that shit too. So I feel like I got the right to do that. And I'm using it to create videos to actually promote their show. And I'm sure that me speaking on their show does increase the viewership or help with the viewership, along with all the other creators that speak on the show. You know what I'm saying? The first episode of Earth Abides was good. Haven't seen the second one yet. The second one is really good, actually. And I can definitely say this. Episode 1 is totally different from every other episode in this season. Episode 2 is totally different from every other episode in the season. But episode 3 is when it really starts to like plant their feet in the soil and let you know what this show is about. You dig? You think you know what it's about, but you don't know. And it's really fucking good. All of the twists and turns. You are going to be anticipating things that will never come. But what does come, you're gonna love it. Like, it's one of those kind of shows that it was filmed great. I can tell you every bit of acting on this show is stellar. And some of these people I've never seen before, but they are amazing. The actors on this show are amazing. They are really selling it. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So have anyone talked about how winter started in Frumlin after Kenny spiked Sarah's snowman in season 2, episode 5? Yo, that's a good point right there. You know what I'm saying? And now she's got the snowman back together, and it seems like winter is clearing up. And I mean, we can pretty much confirm that because we know that the cast is going to get back together in the spring to film. So no more snow, no more winters here shit. Everything is changing. And we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they're going to do a time skip. We don't know if they're going to do some time travel. We don't know anything. We have no idea yet. But I can tell you one thing for sure, especially after looking at that interview with the 3 J's on Sci-Fi Vision's channel, is that we don't know what part of the story we're watching. We are everything that we've seen had already happened before. Every single drop. Wait till my next video on Front. I think I don't know if I'm gonna touch on that in this video. I need to set that up. You know what I mean? But the next video is gonna be fire. But the following From video, which will probably be one of the last for the season, all my other videos will just be about esoteric stuff about From. But the one of my videos for the last of this season, I'm gonna break down and show you how everything that we saw had already happened when we saw it. I think that we just caught up to the actual events when we saw time traveling Julie. And I've talked about it before in a couple of videos, but the signs are there. I just was fucking around the other day and just looked at an episode of From. And I was like, holy shit, yo. All of this stuff already happened. Everything we saw already happened. And then when the creators did that interview the other day on Sci-Fi Vision's channel, they pretty much confirmed that. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. And we're not going to talk about that tonight real heavy. If y'all want to get into that, we can. I don't give a shit. You know, I told y'all I did this live for y'all. This is the live for the fam. This is From Friday Frenzy, the Express edition. We're going to do some more of these. But the From Friday Frenzy, you don't know when it's going to pop up. You don't know. It's going to pop up on a Friday, but that motherfucker might pop up at 3 in the afternoon. You never know. But yeah. Who else is in here? What we got? I'm in Australia from Stan. We don't have MGM here. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll watch it and we'll watch it then. We'll watch it. Have no fear. We will watch it. Hey, PM's in the building. Good to see you. We got Jen in the building. The manifesto was half decent. Luigi. Corporate greed is out of control. Hey, yo, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. You gonna love my next video, Jen. You gonna love it. Y'all gonna love this next video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gonna love this next video. I'm gonna be dropping so much shit. I don't think these dudes is gonna want to do no interviews with me. I'm just be real with you, because the way I'm coming, they gonna know my questions is gonna be heat. They won't even. We won't. It won't even. It wouldn't even be a good interview for real. The reason why is because the whole time they're gonna be like, "Yo, I can't even answer that." But it'll be straightforward questions, not even asking for answers. It'll just be like straightforward questions. Like my question to them last time was, uh, where did the inspiration come from for the egg plate and Tien Chen's death, with her skin being ripped off and her insides being scooped out like a deviled egg and wrapped and redressed and put on a deviled egg plate? And I asked whose ideal was it? And they hemmed and hawed, but and two of them said something totally different. One of them said, Jack Bender said that it actually was like a ceremonial thing that was cultural. And then Jeff Pinkner got in and said, well, it wasn't cultural. It didn't have anything to do with the culture. So if we did that, then we didn't know that we did that. That's pretty cool. Like, that's a lie. Both of them kind of lied. It's all good though. We know they lied, right? Like, the egg plate is definite and everything. But yeah, they probably wouldn't even want to interview with me, because unless they'll record the shit, because I'm coming with questions like that. I'm coming with questions straight up about the symbolism. That's what my game is. My game is the symbolism. I'm not even really in it for the theories. I know it's real enigmas and theories. However, the theory is just itself. However, the enigma is the fact that they are it's a hidden hand behind everything. And I'm here to expose that, in not a bad way. I'm here to just show you the beauty of all this esoteric things and the different symbols, sacred geometry. There's a very serious beauty behind that. And a lot of people look at these things as if it's like devil worship and all that kind of shit, when it's really not, actually. Like, people look at the swastika and they associate that with Hitler and the Nazis and shit. The swastika is an ancient symbol that actually shows the balance of creation, and it's been a symbol that has been used like for thousands of years, if not since the beginning of symbols, for real. It's also in the sky as well when you have your Big and Little Dipper. I forget which one it is. I believe it's the Big Dipper, shows you that whole swastika in the sky. So I'm here to share those things with you. I also dropped the video. It probably wasn't on everybody's radar. Shit got like 500 views or whatever. That's cool. I'm happy with that because it's a great video. I love the video. I talked about the spell that we all participate in when we watch these shows, and the rituals that we participate in as well. I talked about those things. But yeah, it seems like some more people rolling up in here. The solar wheel. Facts. You are correct. It's also used for protection. Yes, it is. It's definitely used for protection. The swastika was a symbol for protection. You see what I'm saying? And just because somebody takes something like let's say this evil guy takes and uses a drop of water as his symbol. Are we going to stop drinking water now because water comes with this negative connotation because of what this guy has done? Like, fuck that. Like, and I don't believe everything that they tell us in our history books anyway. As I grew older, and I graduated from high school at the age of 16, and I started reading books real heavy after I got out of school as well. Like, I read books all through school. I was a book reader, but I started reading a lot of shit after I got out of school. And the information that I found, it seemed like had more primary resources than a lot of the shit that they show us in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the narratives of how human history went down. Like, what they show us in school is a bunch of bullshit. And I'm one of those dudes that's just here to break that down. Do you have any Do you have any YouTube channel or movie recommendations for learning esoteric symbolism? Yes, I do. Real Enigmas and Theories. Real Enigmas and Theories is the one. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't have a whole lot of body of work on this channel, but let me think. I can think of a good one. Let me think. I don't really watch too much YouTube of like esoteric shit. I'm on the internet, and to be honest with you, this is my guilty pleasure that I must confess. I look for funny shit on the internet. Like I read books. I'm an encyclopedia guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm an actual primary source. You know what I mean? I like primary resources. So like ancient aliens, ancient aliens is trash, sis. Come on. I ain't gonna, I'm not no diss to you, no disrespect to you. The ancient aliens is just like, yo, for real. Somebody said, where am I? Did I fall asleep? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Am I heard? Do you hear me? What's going on? I don't hear. Okay. Can y'all hear? Oh, y'all hear me? Blasphemy. No, ancient aliens is kind of like you. All right, so here's the thing, PM. Um, Ancient Aliens is one of those kind of things. Like if you watch Ancient Aliens, and you're a person that actually likes to do research, then you'll be watching Ancient Aliens and you'll be doing the research. Like, man, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you would find that out quick. Like just do some research on some of the ancient alien stuff. Like just do your own research. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like just, taking what they say as the Bible, you know what I mean? But go research some of their stuff. You know what I mean? They use a lot of stuff that's actually proven to be fraud. They use stuff, you know what I'm saying? Zechariah Sitchin they use a lot of stuff from Zechariah Sitchin. And I used to study some of Zechariah Sitchin's stuff. And then one of my old heads put me on to some things. And we find that when we actually research some of the things and claims that Zechariah Sitchin made, it turns out like dude just be on some bullshit. But it's cool. Like, they some of them dudes is the original clout chasers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about dudes that got degrees in anthropology and are well respected in the field. But all you got to do is give them a little envelope with some money in it, and they'll tell the public whatever you want them to tell them. Right? They can be bought. Like these dudes can be bought. You know what I'm saying? You can give them some money and they'll say anything. Like you got to remember, back in the day, some of these scientists used to tell people that cigarettes had health benefits for pregnant women. You understand? So it's like that's the league of fuckery that these dudes dealing. You know what I'm saying? Ancient Aliens is entertaining, but only about 20% facts, and that's real. Most of their anthropology is off at least by hundreds of years. Like some of the stuff that they claim to have discovered with the ancient alien. I remember they talk about the what is it called? It's the disc. There was a disc that was the size of like a button made out of granite. And it shows the sperm on it, the woman's egg. It shows like two beings, and like somebody created that shit and said they found it. So, you know what I mean? Do you think we should continue to binge watch from? Yo, listen, now here's the thing. I dropped that video and a lot of people probably gather from it that I'm saying like the act of binge watching itself is bad. I don't think so. I think that a lack of understanding is where the harm can come in. If you don't understand that these things are done to us on purpose to create a society of binge watching people, um, then that's a problem. But then not only that, there are rituals and things that are being played out in front of your face on screen. And it's just good to be aware of those things so that you can actually know what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a reason why this shit is called television programming. It's because they are programming the viewers. Throughout history, people have been programmed by watching and simultaneously listening. Back in the day, like they used to use cartoons to indoctrinate soldiers so that they could have them ready to go to war. You know what I mean? Like when you look at the old Merry Melodies cartoons and stuff, you see a lot of references to Hitler and stuff in that. You see a lot of references to Hitler. You look at those old cartoons, and that was because they wanted to fuel a war. So in order to fuel a war, you got to get people to back you. You got to get people to get behind it. And those are things that they were doing, you know? And so it's just good to be aware of what you're watching. It's just good to be mindful of what you're watching. It's just good to be mindful when you sit there and consume a show for 10 episodes straight. There's some people out there that they'll wake up in the morning, they'll start a television show, and they'll be done with the entire season in one day. That type of instant gratification does rewire the brain. Hold on. Where you said Susie asked the question? Where's Susie's question at? That's funny, but my dad lived until he was 76. I'm not catching that. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. And he smoked from the age of 12. Oh yeah. Yeah. Everything is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different for everybody. Nothing is one size fits all. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there that can't eat coconuts. You got people out there that can't eat peanuts. So everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wouldn't be able to smoke from the age of 12 and live a full life. Some people can, some people can't. You know, you got even singers that, you know, claim that smoking actually helped their singing voice. I believe Billie Holiday, that was her philosophy. She smoked actual cigars. So like, yeah, Susie asked a great question about the unidentified objects on the news right now. Could you speak on it? Yeah, that's some fake shit. That's something that they're doing to distract everybody from something else going on. And whenever you have all the media outlets and all the people telling you to look right, you should look left. You should look at what's going on the left, because that's classic sleight of hand shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. Why would an alien invasion look exactly like what things have been fed to our minds in movies? Right? How would they have been getting it right all these years in the movies, and then when an alien invasion or anything like that happens, it plays out just as they showed it to us in movies, just as they said it was going to happen? How they get it right? For weeks and months, they've been talking about this disclosure stuff. Like, how would they get that right? I don't think an alien invasion, and I'm doing air quotes, an alien invasion would look anything like what you think it would look like. I think it would be totally different. There's some movies that have probably covered the possibilities of an alien invasion happening in different ways. Maybe in aliens that were already here before humans, and they implanted themselves underground, and then they came out to enslave humans thousands of years later. You have viruses, you have shit like the Stargate, you know, where there's the ghoul that's inside of the head of the human being and whatnot, and they run their body and they reconfigure their bodies and their cells every night so that they last and the bodies last for a long time. But I just don't buy it, yo. That's just me. I don't buy it. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Who else is in here? I loved your last video real. Yo, thank you, Steve. I'm glad you liked that. I'm glad you fucked with that video. It was real fun making that. I think I'm gonna do a part 2 because there was a lot of things that that I wanted to say that I didn't say. You know what I mean? You lose something when you binge a show. Yes, indeed. See, it's a lot of instant gratification. And what that does is that rewires your brain to want that in other aspects of your life. So I'm not saying don't binge watch, but I'm saying be mindful of that. Because just from being mindful of it, you can combat the negative effects of it. Just from knowing what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? But most of us are unknowing. And we don't know what they've put in our places and put in our pathways to stumble us up. Most of us are walking around in the dark. You see what I'm saying? But you know, you have to be mindful about anything that you digest, because you don't just feed yourself with food and water. You also get nourishment through your other senses, through the sense of touch, because touching something else lets you know that you're alive. Touching something else lets you know that there's something separate from you, right? You also feed yourself by reading. You also feed yourself by looking at things, by listening to things. You know, we feed ourselves by smelling things. There are many different ways that we absorb nourishment, but the thing is, we must be vigilant about understanding what we digest. I'm sure that all of us share the same prejudice when it comes to eating food. We prejudge food before we put it in our mouths, right? You look at something, you smell it. You like, some people smell the food before they eat it. I went to a business dinner one time, and there was this lady there, and every time she took her fork out of her plate with some food on it, she had to smell her food. I was like, why is she doing that shit? That shit's getting on my nerves. But yeah, but most of us are prejudge food before we even put it in our mouth. So there is a common prejudice that we all share, and that prejudice must be exercised in the same way it is when you eat food. You gotta be mindful about what you're eating and what you're digesting, what you're putting into your mind and your brain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to turn away anyone from, but yo, understand what you're watching. Understand what the possibilities of what's going on in your mind. Jen Hack drops a super chat. Thank you for your generosity. And she says, are you mind controlling us not to be mind controlled? Hey, that, you know what? Sometimes the best way to clean your white walls on your tires is just put a little sand on your brush. Sometimes you got to clean the dirt with the dirt though. You did? Sometimes you got to put a little sand on your brush, and then you hit them white walls. If anybody live in Florida, they know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Last video was a classic. Shout out to CJ, he's in the building. Thank you, CJ. Jess says, hey y'all, can't read the chat, headed to work, but I'm listening though, and I'm glad you're here. I love it. Concurrent programming and predictive programming, my boy. Real Netflix be making a lot of predictions. And thank you, my brother. I'm glad somebody notices when I'm over here cooking. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about my 47 video? If you watch my 47 video, give me some thoughts on that. Give me some feedback on that. You know what I'm saying? Project Bluebeam, yes indeed. Get in tune. Yeah, Project Bluebeam is different from what people have been seeing. Project Bluebeam is holographic. Yo, and you know what? Project Bluebeam has been out since the early 2000s. A friend of mine went to the service. One day we were at the studio. He was like, yo, I'm about to join the army. Boom, he went to the service, and when he came back, he was telling me all kinds of shit. And I'd never heard of Project Bluebeam. However, what he was describing to me was it. After I heard of Project Bluebeam, I was like, yo, my man Frankie was telling me about this. He was like, and what they were doing was they were making images of Jesus Christ appear in the sky, because he was in Iraq, and they were at war pretty much. And they were making images of Jesus Christ appear in the sky, and it was scaring the shit out of the Muslims, yo. Real talk. I'm not bullshitting. This is what he told me when he came back around circa 2005. He came back from the army 2005. And he was in there for some years. I think he did like 6 or 8 years or some shit like that. And he was telling me about what was going down. And he described Project Bluebeam to me. He came back like right before Hurricane Katrina happened. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me that they was projecting Jesus Christ in the sky. And he was saying that him and his people would be laughing and shit because they was looking at him in infrared so they could see him inside the buildings. And when they would show that shit, like you see everybody running to the window to look at that shit, and they was coming out the buildings praying and shit. And some of the soldiers was going over there lighting them niggas up. So yo, I'm just telling you, like, the world is a strange place, yet it is still beautiful. It's a beautiful place, but strange nonetheless. Hey, they said there were a total of 47 drones, and we need to talk about it. We need to talk about that 47. The 47 means some shit, y'all. And we were seeing it all in season 1 and season 2, and it seemed like they kind of abandoned it in season 3 now. Some of the concepts, because the only thing that they didn't abandon about the 47 in season 3 was the fact that Tabitha's hospital bedroom, right? Her hospital room was still encoded 47. And they made a point to show that to us. And that was cool. But then it was no more 47. I wonder why. And they was talking about this shit. Yo, I know y'all seen my 47 video. What do you think about the last bit of it with the shooter and all of that stuff that I talked about? Oh, Jen Hack. Y'all going crazy. I got the right group in here tonight. It's only 46 of us in here, but it feels like it's 640 in here. Y'all got the right group in here tonight. V was getting us prepared. Yes, indeed. Listen. This, there's no way that an alien invasion is going to look anything remotely close to what you've seen in Hollywood. So if it does, that should just give you the red flag right there. Right? That's somebody playing with us. That's somebody playing with us. And they need these distractions right now. All these distractions. I'm talking about Diddy, Jay-Z. Not to say I don't know what they did. I don't give a shit about what they did, right? However, that shit is a distraction nonetheless. Even though if these dudes need to be done like how they're being done, I guess so. But it's still a distraction, especially the way that it's sensationalized. Everything seems to be sensationalized. Everything from that to the election, all of that shit. Okay? These people aren't at odds. None of these politricians are at odds. They work on the same team of the same bird. They're two wings of the same bird. That shit's a distraction. This alien shit's a distraction. They're doing something different. They're doing something different. This is why they wanted us to stay home in 2020. It's a lot of bullshit. Understand, they play games with us all the time. But yo, I ain't gonna get too heavy on that. You know what I mean? Because I actually find the beauty in it. I actually see the admirable qualities in control, right? There's some admirable things about it. Damn, I thought we was talking about y'all. What the hell? What's going on? This is a Discord conversation, guys. Let's get talking. Let me look through the chat for some from related comments and shit. Y'all, I know I'm the esoteric guy, but shit, y'all gonna get YouTube is on some bullshit, y'all. Y'all gonna have them clip my wings. Cause I will sit here and go in. They sit and play in our face every single day with every single thing. You know why? Because they don't care about you. They don't even fucking know you. How the fuck they care about you if they know and they don't know you? Think about it for a second. All this is trying to act like they got your back when they really about to bite your back. Trust me. It's coming. It's gonna be heavy. This year, 2025. Ooh, it's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be heavy this year. You know what I'm saying? They ending the year off with a bang. And so they're gonna go real crazy next year. It's gonna be crazy this year. I think these TV shows have been trying to tell us something. There's either one or two things with the TV shows trying to tell us shit. Either they trying to warn us or they talking to each other. And I believe the latter. I believe they talking to each other. And I believe they were told to put things in these shows. You dig? I thought it was kind of crazy how Kendrick Lamar dropped his album and he had the reincarnation track sounding like Tupac. And it was reincarnation was the theme and from. And we talking about a couple days before the finale, his album dropped and it was heavy on the reincarnation. But what he said he was reincarnated as that really struck me. He said he was reincarnated as Lucifer. Like, what, Kendrick? What do you mean by this, bro? What are you trying to tell us here? You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you as an artist real heavy. Mississippi said the 47 drones is cap. Oh, okay. Yo, the 47s is crazy. Tilly with the 4 children and 7 grandchildren. Father Kotri saying they writing the 74th book of the Bible. You know what I mean? Somebody tried to get Trump up out of here on July 13th, which is July's the 7th month, and a 1 and a 3 is a 4. The shooter's name is Thomas Matthew, just like the son from Tabitha and Jim that fell off the changing table. Oh, walk with me. Trump became the 47th president-elect. All of these things are undeniable. I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you facts. So, yeah, that's what it is. Hold up. I just rolled up, y'all. Let me spark up. I was outside playing with the fireplace, and I had forgot that I set up the live. So I just came in here and took my jacket off. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I should go in and cook for real. But I'm going to wait until I get these next couple videos out, because when we really sit back and look at this information that I'm about to bring forth, it's going to fuck y'all up. And I ain't no view chaser. I don't care about the view. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about the view. But we gonna cook within these next weeks. When we gonna come back looking at this show in a total different way. Yeah, dig? I'm about to take y'all down that the tunnel that was on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, when they went through the tunnel and saw all the psychedelic shit. We going through that. Mm-hmm. Oh, Nene says she making me a rolling tray. Oh, do I need to send you my logo? Let me send you my logo so you got the good high definition logo on it. I need to send you that. If 7 people join, somebody left. Well, it's 37. We need 10 now. Oh, you got it? Okay. Nice. I love it. Yeah, I'm hyped. Yeah, I'm hyped. I came here for y'all. I came here to hang out with y'all. Okay. Let me see. I know we connected on IG. Are you on are we connected on Discord? because I could send it to you on there. Hit me on Discord, because then I could send you like, or just hit me, or just send me an email on IG. I'll send it to you. No problem. I appreciate you as well. I want to get one of them table trays from you. Just let me know what the ticket is, and I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. Ooh, man, Suzanne, what you said? What you say? Yeah, but they, yo, y'all trying to fuck my channel up, Suzanne. Suzanne, we'll go to Discord. Yeah, hey yo, hold on, let me post the Discord. Go follow that. Yep, Discord. Hey, welcome to Magnified. Yes, go ahead and celebrate with those emojis. I put that Discord link in there. I came over to the channel. Let me pin that. It's at the top. Go join that Discord. The Discord, we be in there talking. Hey yo, shout out to Sweet Pea. Just left me a comment on the video. I'm glad y'all liked that video. You know what I mean? I got a really dope message from PM the other day, and she was telling me how people were receiving the video, you know what I'm saying, and my controversial topics being well received. Yo, I'm hip to that. I love that. Thank you very much, PM, for that as well. Like, I don't discriminate against anyone, you know, for whatever they believe, whether it be, if you believe that, whatever the fuck you believe, I don't discriminate against people for what they believe. One thing that I'll definitely say is this: I might not agree with what you say, but I will fight for your right to say that shit, even if I don't agree with that shit. I don't believe in cutting somebody's tongue out. Let's hear what they have to say. Are you afraid of what they're going to say? You see, that's the things that I talk about. Like, are you afraid of what's going to be said? Because we can sit down and have an actual conscious conversation about it. We can have a debate. We can do whatever, you know. But yo. Honestly, I was the first one that said Tabitha was reincarnated back in season 2 when Victor took her to the car to get the photos out. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that, actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people were talking about her being reincarnated when Victor said, "You remind me of my mom." I think he said that to Tabitha and Ethan. Your mom is nice. She reminds me of my mom. And then he says, "You're a nice lady. You remind me of my mom. She was nice." You know, when he was sharing the cookies with her in the peach truck. So a lot of people was on that for real. Tony showed me something real dope with Tabitha going up the steps and her feet changed in her dream. Going up the tower. There's like a split second where it's definitely different shoes. And when I say it's a split second, it's a split second. But they go right to you showing her walking up the steps. But to me, it looked like what he was saying was valid. Like her shoes changed and shit like that. So that must have been Miranda walking up there, and Tabitha was in that. That must have been Miranda in Tabitha's dream, and Tabitha was seeing it too. I don't really like the reincarnation shit. I think it's kind of a cop-out and it's lazy. This would have been dope if this would have been an intricate web of something that brought these people there. But, you know, how does that explain everyone else. You know, just because Tabitha and Jade were reincarnated, now we can make the intricate web consist of the way that all the other people are connected to this place. You know, the slow walker shit don't make no sense the more that I think about it. So I leave it alone. You know what I mean? About the kids and the things that come out at night, sacrificing the kid, that shit don't make no fucking sense, though. I mean, everything that you gotta say to make it make sense is speculation. You have to speculate the hell out of that thing to make it make sense. And the speculation that you make takes you further and further away from what the girl actually said. She said that she saw what those things are. And he was like, what are you talking about? She says, those things that come out at night are people who sacrifice their children to live forever. So when you speculate that it must have been the whole town and all of this shit like that, that takes you further away from what she actually said. That shit don't make no sense. And why would you give that information to us in that way? We didn't get to see anything, hear anything. This shit just pops in her mind. Like corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, however, it does leave the door wide open for them to, it doesn't seal the deal. I think that the information being what it was is what it is, right? But the way we got the information leaves better room for them to show us some things next season. But damn, bro, we on season 4 now. And y'all just getting to this? I mean, a mystery's a mystery, but you know, they know that this season 3 they had to give us some answers. But everything just popped in motherfuckers' heads. There was nothing real about it. You know what I'm saying? Henry is still sus. Yeah, Henry's the most sus dude on the show. You know what I'm saying? Him walking around saying, hey, my name's Henry Kavanaugh. My wife used to make bottle tree. That shit right there, bro. Are you serious? You know what I mean? The birth connection is going to come out now. Yeah, the way we got all the information, just think about it like this. How did we learn what the slow walkers were? We learned that through Fatima. And how did we learn it? It just popped in her head. How did we learn about Jade and Tabitha being reincarnated? It just pops in their fucking head. How did we learn about the boy in white talking to Christopher? It just pops in Victor's head. And what's crazy is he's down there recalling the doll talking and everything, and then nothing happens, and then it's like, oh, wait a minute, no, that's not what happened. It was the boy in white. Man, that shit's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, all the information that we found out was just some shit that popped in somebody's head. There was no rhyme and reason. It was a total, I felt like they cheated. You know what I'm saying? Why make a word up like Ann Cooey? That's some bullshit. The bull said, yeah, I made up the word because I like to name things. But then Jeff Pinkner says, oh, well, the correct spelling for Ann Cooey has 11 words in it. How the fuck, 11 letters? How the fuck is there a correct spelling to a made up word? Like, yo, what are we doing here, yo? Like, the puppet shit, the ventriloquist dummy, I wanted it to be that damn puppet talking. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, the way the whole show is about recalling the past, that's where the answers are. But yeah, that's kind of corny when you ain't showing us nothing. So we get to see this shit, we get to see the mystery, And then all we get to see is them, oh, you know what? The slow walkers, I saw it, what they are. Oh, you know what? I just remembered that I was Jade's baby mama in a past life. Oh shit, yo. I thought it was the doll, but no, it was actually the boy in white who I said I didn't meet until after the massacre. What? So now we find out that you did meet him before the massacre. You met him before the mom came out. None of this shit makes sense. Like, yo, it is what it is. They made the word up so that the show has its own original story. It has its own original story without the word being named up. It had its own original story because it doesn't have a book or any kind of folklore that you can go back to and look at. So it is an original story without the word being made up. Why send all those people? Now, I wasn't one of them trying to figure out what Ankui meant. I didn't give a fuck. But why send all those people on a wild goose chase about a made up word? He made the word up. And then it sounds like how they say asshole in French. Ankui is like very close to how they say asshole in French. If anybody knows French, confirm that for me. I heard that through the grapevine. Yes, Victor is an unreliable narrator, and his narrative is all unreliable too. His whole narrative is unreliable. You know, none of it makes any sense, yo. Because why the hell would you say that Eloise told you your mom went to the tree? Because when the fuck would she be able to tell you that? Did she leave behind your mom and then come back and say, hey, mom went to the tree. All right, I'll catch you later, and then leave again? What? What happened? How'd that go? I wasn't one of them ones looking up Ankui. I was not fucking with that word like that. I was like, man, I'm not a linguist. You know what I'm saying? I like diving into history. I like etymology. But that Ankui shit, once I looked it up and all I could see was Facebook. Like when you Google Ankui, all you see is from Facebook pages and Reddit pages and shit. There's nothing about that shit. So you got to go on like a whole nother journey to find that shit. And now we just find out that it's a made up word. Bro, get the fuck out of here. Are we serious? What word? What name? Like, yo, come on. And bro, I feel you on saying it needed to be an original story. Bro, it's an original story already without a made up word. I think that was bullshit. I think they switched what it really was. I think it really did mean something and they were I think the kids were mispronouncing something real. That's what I always thought. I always thought that the kids were mispronouncing something that was actually real, or it just, I don't know. That's what I was feeling. You know. Canard is also a good way of saying, okay. Looking up Ankui, not me. Yeah, I wasn't trying to look that shit up. I looked it up one time and I found a bunch of Reddit pages and Facebook groups and shit. And that's the only thing I found about Ankui. So him making that word up actually tracks out. Because you can't find, you could find things that are similar. Taryn had a dope theory and he went and searched and found something that was very close to tree or something like that, which kind of made sense. But it could have been him looking for it because trees associated with the show or whatever. Because now this dude is saying that he just made the shit up. And it's wild to me. I thought that was everything was crazy, bro. The word was a made up fucking word. Every bit of information we got just popped into somebody's head. They killed Tilly. You know what I'm saying? They killed T and Chen. Their deaths didn't mean shit. T and Chen got a big ass funeral. Tilly got a search party for her fucking murderer that they didn't even know they were searching for her murderer. That was crazy as hell. They was looking for the murderer who killed Tilly, and then they started looking for Fatima, who actually killed Tilly. Like, that was trolling at its best. Yo, they be trolling the shit out of us with From. Them taking that woman and peeling her skin off, scooping the insides out and redressing her and putting her on the egg plate, bro. That's trolling like a motherfucker, bro. Come on, yo. Boys saying that we got concrete proof and this dude ending up in the pool. Yo, the show is based on gallows humor. You know what I'm saying? The show is very much so based on gallows humor. You know what I mean? Tilly was forgotten quick. Yeah, they gave 2 fucks about Tilly. They didn't even bury homegirl. They buried, I mean, they didn't even give her like any kind of service. That's crazy, yo. Not the only old lady that's in there like being nice to everybody, though. And y'all thought she was being nice because something was up with her. Yo, that's crazy. Like, I have not heard one people say, yo, I was wrong about Tilly. Yo, and I told y'all that was just an old lady, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing. They used her to just give a quick little symbology with the rain dance and the sun dance at the beginning. And everybody thought that shit was the ballerina. And it's like, I feel you there, but if the fact that they're making a spotlight on her and giving her talking parts, I think is to show you, to make you think that there's something up with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Like on like Squid Games, like they had the old man in there. They made her. They used Tilly as a fake mole real quick. Thank you, Miss T. They used Tilly as a fake mole, so that, because check this out. What if Tilly would have been the mole? Everybody would have been like, yeah, we knew it. Yeah, she had the fanny pack. Of course she would. Like, why would they just give that to you that easy like that? You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't just give that to you like that. They're not doing this. I like the idea of Clara being a mole better than Tilly, because she just be popping up every fucking where. You know what I'm saying? She popped up on Elgin's ass real quick. Going in separate pairs when a murder is on the loose. Yeah. Because let's not act like any of these motherfuckers was about any kind of smoke. Nobody is about smoke. All these folks is scared as shit in this place. Which rightfully so. They got a right to be scared. Like, I don't give a fuck who's missing. I ain't walking around in this shit. It might get dark. Who knows what's going to happen? She better find her way at home. Shit. What they say about old girl, if she didn't make it through the night, she's dead. They was even saying that about Tabitha. They said the same shit about Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Nah, I would have. I'm just saying that because we know what Fatima did. Fatima's dead ass wrong for killing that lady. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't give a shit about, oh, the thing made her do it. No. She need to, next season, some heads need to turn. Some heads need to roll. Fuck this. They took Elgin and tortured the shit out of this nigga. Yo, Boyd had this nigga's hands looking like oxtails. That boy hand looked like a whole oxtail in that motherfucker. Like, you feel me? He had an oxtail soup hand. You could see the one bone sticking out the middle. You know what I'm talking about if you fuck with oxtail. Ain't no goddamn way. And then this girl took his eye out. Come on now. And they did this shit not even knowing what he did. All they knew was that he knew where she was at. That's it. That's all they knew. And they fucked him up. Boyd fucked his hand up. He beat that motherfucker to the bone. Yo, but see, I don't even. Yo, he had his hand looking like a plate of neck bones, bro. What the fuck going on with his hand? Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't even feel sorry for Elgin though. Cause how the fuck do you let Boyd tie you to a chair with that small ass little cord you had? Man, I would have beat the shit out of Boyd up in there. As soon as he turned around with that bag to get that little table and all, I would have rushed this big ass. Pow! Elgin is big, bro. How the fuck he get tied up with that little ass cord? I'm not, bro. What's going on? Boyd, he sat there while Boyd walked around him with the cord. He just sat there. Like, get the fuck out of here. They should have made Kenny and them like all hold him down and all of that. That shit could have been acted way better. Come on, y'all. Y'all not feeling me on that? He sat there while Boyd tied him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That shit don't make no fucking sense. Yes, indeed. But thank you again for your generosity, Jen, on the super chat. What else? Who else we got up in here? Mm-hmm. I am screaming, Tony, stop. Who's Tony? Oh, you talking about Tony? He ain't up here? Miss Deb B. She said, Tony, stop. Yo, Sarah was just flirting with Elgin. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. Elgin was flirting with Sarah. Sarah was really like, yo, I hope this dude get the fuck up out of this church while I'm sitting in here trying to sit down and think about this bullshit that I done. Like, I wish his ass would leave. Like, yeah, she really wasn't fucking with him up in that church. But she was feeling bad for him. She kind of, hand looking like Hamburger Helper. That's what the little Hamburger Helper glove? When you take the glove off, that's the hand you see up in that glove. That's what Boyd gave Elgin. He gave him the hamburger help. He gave him the handburger helper. That motherfucker, hey, that shit looked like mincemeat, boy. He tore that hand up. That shit looked like Scrapple. That shit was what they call that shit, blood pudding. Boy, they fucked his hand up, man. So they gotta pay for that. They wrong for that, y'all. They did. Okay, Elgin straight drug Fatima down the stairs. Elgin drugged Fatima by her Ugg boots. That's fucked up, y'all, by the way. But they didn't know that shit, okay? So they shouldn't have been whooping up on that man like this. You know what I'm saying? Mickey B says Scrapple. Ew. So you know about that. So you know about that Scrapple. Yeah, that hand is done for. Yo, he got a better chance with one eye, but that hand is a wrap. Everything is a wrap for that hand. If Elgin makes it through and he lives, that hand is fucked up. What's the prosthetic gonna look like for that shit in the show? Like the goddamn makeup team got their work cut out for him, goddamn it. Because that hand, it's gonna be hard to like have him walking around with that shit. Mickey B said he left-handed now. Oh shit. Yeah, good thing that he stuck that IV needle in his hand arm before that shit, because he wasn't doing shit with that hand. That hand is a wrap. Buddy, you are done. He is done. And I hate that they did Elgin like that. Not just them fucking him up like that. I ain't talking about that. I hate that they made his character do what he did to Fatima. I hate that they did that shit to Elgin. That shit was so fucking left field, yo. That shit came out of nowhere. The kimono lady ain't about shit. The kimono lady was evil, just for a split second. when she was in the hallway saying, help me, I thought that she was going to be of some help. I thought that she was going to tell him something. I thought that we was going to get some answers. Boy, was I wrong. This motherfucker is a unholy doula. That motherfucker is a wicked midwife. That shit's fucked up. She's a wicked ass midwife. She's a midwife from hell. Literally. And that's all she was. It's like, that's what she came here for. She said, oh, you want to drive Ellis and Fatima to the you want to drive Ellis and Fatima to the clinic, huh? Okay, well, when you bring your ass back here, we're gonna have a talk in one of them dreams. She definitely tried to she definitely tried to drown his ass in that tub. What she was screaming at him, he couldn't really, when we heard the screaming, we was hearing the screaming from his perspective under the water. What she was really screaming was, why in the hell would you get in the water with a t-shirt on? Yo, get him the fuck out of here, yo. That's fucked up what they did to Elgin, yo. That was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Tony drop his genie theory, I called him up right away. I said, bro, I just want to say this real quick. I'm on my way to the studio. But the nigga named Elgin, bro, there go the L and the Gin right there. Get it? Yep, he got it. And that's it. Like, that Elgin shit, yo, that Elgin, the Gin and everything, I think they've abandoned a lot of what they had in season 1 and season 2. I think they took it and went a whole different direction because some of these theories was right. I definitely think my theory was right about the slow walkers, and they took it and changed it. Because the slow walker shit don't make no sense. Because why does the kids even look like that? If they were sacrificed, then what the fuck do they look like that for? You know what I'm saying? So now you got to explain why they look like they look like baby versions of the slow walker. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about up in here real quick. I'm waiting to see his eye. Sis, we not going to see his eye. We not going to see his eye unless it's in somebody else's hand. We going to see that shit in Sarah's pocket. The eye is gone. I zoomed in and looked at that shit. That shit is a blank socket. We not going to see the eye. He threw. And the hand is over with. He will never be able to scratch that eye with that hand. It's over for him. You know what I mean? He going to get an iPad. I wonder if he lives. Because it doesn't look like he's going to make it, Joe. All that blood that was on Sarah, you don't get that just from somebody pulling your eye out. That shit had to hit, she had to dig that shit down in his brain. And it just doesn't, none of it makes sense. Sarah already knew where Fatima was. She just wanted to kill Elgin. That's why she snuck up there while everybody was downstairs. She knew what she was going to do from the door. When she went in there, she knew exactly what she was going to do. Don't forget, this girl wants to kill the boy. So any chance she get to kill a boy, she going to take it. She don't give a fuck what boy it is. She going to kill a boy in that motherfucker. And I think she might have killed Elgin because there was a lot of blood on her shirt, and that's just the eye socket. Like, she dug down in some brain matter. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Real. I'm sitting here just listening and nodding my head in agreement, and you just got loose. Yo. She the doula in charge. Yo. She was an evil doula. That's all she was. Like, come on, the kimono, y'all give kimono lady a chance. Kimono lady wasn't about shit. Kimono lady, that was some bullshit. I thought we was gonna get something way better than that out of that whole shit. You mean to tell me she was nothing more than the midwife or Smiles Davis midwife? Like, get the fuck out of here. And how did they convince this guy to get butt ass naked with some fake blood and a piece of plastic? I'm sorry, yo. That's just, What was that? Predictive programming for a Diddy party? Cause that that shit was crazy. I just don't understand, yo. Tilly was the worst. I think she knew that what Fatima was carrying. Oh, that's a good take on it. That's a good take. And Tilly told her to run. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get caught for what you did to me, type shit. Because we need Smiles Davis to come on back. It disturbs me to see so many people celebrating a killer like Sarah torturing an innocent man who was just trying to help. Elgin saved Fatima. Ooh, that's a good take. That's a good take. Because what would have happened if Fatima wouldn't have went down there to the Roots house? You know what I'm saying? What if them shits would have came for her? Something he probably saved a lot more people than Fatima, to be honest. Because what if they would have came for Fatima in the middle of the night and killed everybody in Colony House or some shit like that? Like, you know what I mean? The Jinn. Yes, indeed. Elgin. You said, thank you, Nikisha. Tony got that from me. Yeah, I remember calling me. You can ask him. I called him and said that shit to him on the line. Dig it. The kimono lady will save Elgin. I doubt it, Byron. I doubt it. Yo, the kimono lady's breath, you already know. You already know that shit smell like wolf pussy. Ain't no way. Like, what the fuck? Like, did you see her teeth and fingernails and shit? Like, she had them booty pickers. Like, yeah, the after that, I knew she was the way she yanked Elgin up on her like that. This right here, what are we talking about? Hold up. What are we talking about? Hey, Elgin, let me hold $20 till tomorrow. Y'all know damn well that the reason why his face was like that because that breath hit him clean in his nose. That shit swept up in there like vinegar. Listen, look at it. Hey, Elgin, let me hold $20 till tomorrow. Y'all already know what time it is. Golden Child's breath smelling like bah humbug. That motherfucker smell like foot and corned beef. Mister, y'all laughing. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. So what? I mean, we can't really don't talk about mama like that for real. No way. Fatima's oh yes. And Jen, Fatima's breath stink for sure because she was eating rotten vegetables and shit. But her farts mixed with pregnancy fart and rotten food fart, that shit had the top of Colony House permeating. Ain't no motherfucking way. I'm telling you. Fatima farting with the rotten food and being pregnant farts already take you for a run. Now, don't get me wrong. I love all of the ladies. They pregnant, you pregnant. I'm not dissing you, no disrespect. But the pregnant farts, them shits definitely take you for a run. Ado, Mississippi. You can tell, bro, from Mississippi. Mississippi done brought up chitlins and neck bones. You can tell, bro, from Mississippi. Bro says chitlin, bro. Oh my God, the blood. Yeah, you already know. You already know. That was a that was a smoothie. She drunk that shit like that shit came from the juice house down there by little old 5 Point. I'm telling you, so Fatima, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, Fatima fought it. Fought. When she fought, you already know it was Fatima. They I know that everybody in Colony House, you remember how people be sleeping all in the hallway up top and all in the steps and shit? Fatima cleared all that out. Everybody went down to the first floor. People, when they brought Randall in, everybody was down there. The one dude looked up like, God damn, I'm trying to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like Fatima cleared all that shit out there. She was eating rotten foods and everything. Like, come on. And that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy how they had her digging in Shorty's bullet wound. That was wild. I thought she was just gonna actually like put her mouth on there and just like try to suck some out of there. I was like, if they do that shit, they are wild for that. But they had her, she was just, my God. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, they was wilding. This season was wild, y'all. And then all of our answers just came in the midst of somebody's head. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember now. Oh, these were our children. And this one was our daughter. Oh. And Victor's like, uh, it wasn't the ventriloquist dummy. It was the boy in white. Oh my God. It was the boy in white, y'all. Like, what the fuck? And then Fatima's like, ah, it just came in my head. I saw what these things are. And, you know, that's what they are. Like, get the fuck out of here, y'all. The way we got that information is trash. I can't I can't I can't be more honest. I gotta be honest. That information should have came way better than that. There's so many different ways. If the information is trash on its own, but the way we got it just makes it even worse. Like the reincarnation shit is like such an easy cop out. Like, come on. Like, it could have been so much more fire than that. I still love the show. Don't get me wrong. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't coming to season 4. Because I'm coming. I love the esoteric symbolism in it. And what that interview that they had shows me is that um that interview that they had shows me that those guys, the writers and the director, the main director, Jack Bender, are not the only people who know what the answers are. Now they've confirmed that because we thought that they were the only ones who knew. That's how they played it before. That's what they said in season 2. Said nobody knows but them. But now they've revealed that more people know. They've said that Harold knows in another interview. And they've said that some of the key set designers and people and shit like that know as well. So when they actually say like they didn't know about the egg symbolism in depth as I was able to reveal it, I can believe that. Because it was possibly one of the set designers who knows. Because I mean, it's gotta be, it's definite. The egg symbolism, when I brought that out and revealed that, every single episode was more shit about eggs, y'all. More shit. Like, then a hatch came in what, episode 9. She dug up the hatch. That might have even been episode 8 that she dug the hatch up. Yeah, she dug the hatch up in episode 8. So eggs hatch. And so like it just continued to show in every episode. Like the egg shit. I was talking about the egg shit before they put her on the deviled egg plate. Go check the record. Go check the video. I talked about the egg shit and how he said the dozen. I was talking about the Vesica Pisces. all of the above. And then they put her on an egg plate, and I went fucking nuts watching that episode. I was so stoked. I was like, yo, this symbolism is crazy. So these guys are not the guys that I want to be interviewing. I want to interview some of the set directors and shit like that. I want to talk to them about the symbolism. Because my interview, I really don't want to get into any answers, or my interviews wouldn't be an interview that you want to come to and see answers. My interview would be about the symbolism and the inspiration for it. Where do they get it from? I think I know. I think I know. I have a really, if you've been in my Discord and you heard me go crazy, like I think it was 2 weeks ago, Percy and Big Heck was in there. But I know why. I know where the symbol, I know where the inspiration comes from. I know I've only been doing this on YouTube for a year, but I've been doing this shit all my life. Like looking at shows like this, I have never just sat down and enjoyed a television show. Like I remember watching Gargoyles when I was a teenager, watching Gargoyles in the 90s and shit, peeping the symbolism. The Gargoyles was full of symbolism. The Illuminati and everything was in there. I don't whoever watched Gargoyles that's in the chat. Who remember your boy Xanatos? Your boy Xanatos from the Gargoyles and all that shit. They talk about the Grimorum, Aquamorum. The Grimorum, Aquamorum is in there. I brought up the Grimorum last year in my From videos. So like, yo, I've never watched TV or movies and just looked at it on some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? Gargoyles was hellified esoteric shit. Xanatos was a part of the Illuminati. I remember he met this dude, they did a handshake, and he was like, oh, you're a fellow Illuminatist. He was like, I travel as well. And then they showed his ring, and he had the whole Illuminati shit on his ring. Man, come on. He had the pyramid with the eye on it. It's crazy. Hold up for a second. Gargoyles was the shit. It was Batman would come on, and then Gargoyles would come on. And that shit used to play on Fox. Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong. It could have been Gargoyles came on and then Batman came on. Oh, Captain Power, yeah. I'm not going to like Boyd anymore if he does not have any remorse. Yo, a lot of people are going to feel that way about Boyd from going on. This is one thing that I actually like about the show because it challenges your moral compass. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be wary of things like that. Things that will mess with your moral compass, okay? And things that will make you think differently in a moralistic way. You have to be mindful of that because we take these things into real life. These things are shaping us. Everything everything you eat makes your shit different. If you just was eating your regular diet and then all of a sudden you switch your diet, your shit is going to change too. Just like your diet changed, your shit's going to change. Your shit is going to change in color, consistency, or something. Your shit's going to change if you change your diet. You dig? So, like, it's the same way when you consume television. You just have to try to have an understanding about what you're watching. Or just, one thing, turn your brain off. But that's the problem with binge watching. Most people turn their brain off. They get the answers. Then they can go, you get the cliffhanger, and then you get to go right to the next episode. It's a dopamine rush after dopamine rush after dopamine rush after dopamine rush, like 10 straight episodes. You see what I'm saying? And so you get this dopamine rush like that over and over again. It rewires your brain. It changes the way you think if you're not aware of what you're doing. If you're not aware of it and you don't, if you don't step outside yourself a little bit and look at it and be honest with yourself, am I watching these videos back to back because I want to see it? or am I being programmed to do this? And most people, I mean, it's hard being honest with ourselves. It's easy, like I think it's easy. For some people, it's easier to be honest with other people than it is for them to be honest with themselves, because that's why we do some of the things that we know we shouldn't do. Because you sit there and convince yourself that it's okay. It is okay for certain things, but I just think we should be mindful of it, and especially when we're digesting certain things that have such a robust hint of esoteric symbolism. Because this shit is definitely seeping into your brain, seeping into your life, changing you, whether you believe it or not, whether you think you're participating or not. You're participating. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock out for about 15 more minutes, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the chat to see if anybody wants to come up and rock out with Real Enigmas and Theories to get y'all thoughts on some of the things we talked about. I know I went on a couple of rants and we had a lot of jokes, but that's what I do. That's what y'all talking to the real me right here. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Here's the link. Let me know who's coming up. Y'all come up. Y'all could chill for a minute. But if no one comes up in what I say, what 5 minutes, then we will bring this meeting to a close. I don't have no problem with that. I still love y'all for coming through, and I appreciate everybody for coming through. We had a great build this evening. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at some of these comments while we wait on somebody to swing through. Set director of design. They didn't have the money for the dummy talking CGI. Are you kidding me, bro? Man, what are you talking about? That if they did Jim's throat getting ripped out, they could have did the dog talking for sure. If they did Jim getting his throat ripped out and the cow getting his throat ripped out, because think about it, they could have skipped the cow. They didn't have to do that. That was symbology, because that happened in the first episode, and Jim getting his throat ripped out was in the last episode. So the first and the last entities got this ripped out. Now, ooh, I just came up with a connection. Oh, there's my green skin brother. How you doing? Peace, Ray. What's good with him?
What's up, man?
All is well. All is well. How are you?
Man, everything's everything, brother.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What do you think about what we were saying about Fata and them rotten food pregnant fox?
So, I mean, excuse me. I mean, you get in what you put out, bro. Or you put in, you get out what you put in is what I meant to say. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's what I was talking about. Like if you change your diet, your shit's gonna change. So if you start eating rotten foods right now, then them spots is gonna get rotten, like Fata
Right
did.
there. Your shit gonna smell different when you change your diet.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why we got to be mindful of what we intake. We got Isley Claymore in the building. What's good, Isley?
Hey, man, I want to say that too. I think that speaks to that binging that you're talking about. You got to be careful about what you intake because it can affect what you output into this world.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're binge watching these shows and stuff like that, and you're getting this instant gratification, you begin to get more impatient in your real life, because you expect to get that instant gratification, like you're getting that dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? And it makes people irritable, especially in a climate like we have, where everything can be so politically charged and socially charged and all of these different things. All this is going on at a time where we have a lot of binge watching and shit going on. And so I think that is very relevant. I think it's a very important thing. I'm not trying to spoil nobody's fun. If you like binge watching, yo, that's what's up. I'm just here. I'm just here as a big brother or a little brother, depending on how old you are, just to be like, yo, we got to be mindful of what we watching, OGs and BGs. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be careful of what we eat. Let's be, And if we gonna eat this, if we gonna drink this 40, then we gotta know what that come with. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna, you know what I mean? So yes, indeed. But what's going on, Isley? Isley, you there? Ray, what's your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on my thoughts about the show, about the finale, about the way we got the information, about the information itself? What are your thoughts, man?
So I've heard your thoughts in other streams. On this stream, I didn't get to hear the stuff you got into in particular, but from previously, I mean, man, you've been spot on about a lot of stuff. The egg thing is what really got me, bro. As soon as I seen them eggs, or as soon as I seen that stuff in the last episode, I was like, real got it.
I'm
Real got
trying to
that
tell
one.
you. I'm trying to tell you, and I didn't expect. I was on the live stream where the creators were being interviewed, and I didn't expect them to give me my flowers. It's not like it's only season 3. They didn't really hop out there for no interviews season 1 and season 2. So it's not like they can just start giving theorists their flowers or anything like that. It's not like they're ever going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. You know what I mean? They tried to act like the egg symbolism wasn't it. You know what I mean? But we saw what we saw, and we saw what it was. And then the egg shits, like Tilly licking eggs and all of that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they could have said anything else that she was having a weird pregnancy craving. She could have said, I ate toilet paper when I was pregnant. Because I seen a video where a woman was eating mad toilet paper and shit when she was pregnant. And she could have anything. This motherfucker said, I used to lick the inside of eggshells. Like, come on.
Hey, my mama. So my mama from the deep south, man. I don't even think the city she born in is on the map. But
Oh shit.
Seal, Alabama,
Okay.
deep south. But my mama used to eat dirt when she was pregnant with me. That white dirt that they got in the south.
Yeah. Clay.
Yeah.
She used to eat
So
the clay. See, they got
yeah,
different types of clay. Oh yeah. Well, see, that's actually ancient. Like, you know, people used to consume these clays. Like here in Georgia is a lot of the red Georgia clay, but they have the white clay and they have that tan clay as well here. You
now
know what I'm saying?
don't quote me on it, but I believe that it does have some type of like some type of mineral. You know, it has some type of nutritional benefit.
I was getting to that. I was gonna say that. It actually has medicinal properties, actually. And you got to think about it. Where do the plants get the minerals from? They get it from the soil. You have to feed your when you growing plants, you have to feed the soil what you want the plant to have. So, all of those things are in line. All of that is in line. I forget what my mom told me that she used to eat a lot when she was pregnant with me. But I know one of her cravings was pickles. She used to have, like, go crazy with the pickles when she was pregnant with me.
Yeah, my
You know.
kid's mother, she used to crave pickles and ice with the kids and stuff. But
Oh,
a lot of that come from your body speaking to you, man. Your body telling you that it needs something, and you start eating something weird. But it whatever that weird thing is, it got something in it that your body is craving, and you don't even realize it.
yes, indeed. I see. I Isley was talking in the private chat there. Said I'm figuring out this platform. When you come in, just allow your mic, and it should allow you to come up. Yeah, all you gotta do is it'll let you in. All you gotta do, it'll like you were up here, but when you come in, before you come in and hit enter studio, make sure that your mic is on, and then it'll come in and your mic will be on. It'll ask you to hit allow mic.
Make sure
Am I
your
right?
camera, make sure your camera on too.
Yeah, make sure your camera on, but it doesn't have to have it doesn't have to have your shit up though.
Hey, I was trying to set them up, man. You done messed
Oh,
it up,
oh,
real.
oh, oh, damn. I messed it up, huh? Yeah, I
It's
think
all
you do
good.
gotta have it on though, don't you?
No, you it give you a choice.
Hmm.
You don't
Okay.
have to have it on.
Mine is just automatically set up to show my avatar, my picture right there.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. So yeah, slide on up if you can. If anybody else wants to come and talk, but nah, you absolutely right about that. I think that the show did a great way of touching on that. Think about it, right? For the nourishment that this baby craved was the rotten vegetables and the blood. So they were touching on how the body talks and craves certain things, and the nature of those cravings told us what was going on with her. We just didn't know it yet. We just weren't for sure yet. But yeah, that's fire right there. They definitely touched on that. Sodium William says. I'm sure they got tickled that you got it about the eggs, but they're only gonna give a nod for their Easter eggs. Give you a nod for the yeah, they're not gonna give me my flowers, and I'm cool with that. I get that because it's like you can't just single out every me out of everybody and like give me my flowers and stuff like, yo, you got that right. Like I get that. You know what I mean? It's only season 3, you know.
Hey,
Um,
Suzanne asking you to put the link up again.
okay.
Okay, PM got
Okay. Oh yeah, she put the Discord link. Okay, there go to joint. Mm, bone meal. Fatima was throwing up bile too. Yeah. Yeah, they really did. You know, now that I think about it, some of the oh, she put the link up for the Discord. Okay, but there's the link for anybody that wants to come up. But yeah, Fatima, they really the aspects I was kind of annoyed with how they focused on her pregnancy so much, but they did focus on some of the right stuff. You know, like her cravings, her throwing up, her losing teeth. Like everything was kind of more drastic than what a normal pregnancy would be. Because her losing teeth, like they should have been thinking, like Christy, when she didn't see the the baby in the ultrasound, Mari had the right idea. She was like, "Yo, don't worry because we didn't see the worms in boy's skin as well." But they should have known something was going on with her. I mean, if she was losing teeth and shit, like, you know,
yeah, she was
they
growing a
were
whole
probably too
monster baby.
shocked to say anything real. They probably were. And I'm not tripping because, bro, like them dudes didn't stutter until they tried to answer that question. Go watch the video. Go watch the video. They wasn't stuttering until they got to that question. Like Jack Bender started stuttering and shit. I was like, oh, here he go. And he just talked around the fact.
Yeah, yeah. I like the way that the questions were being asked and answered. They were
Yeah,
very careful.
they were real
And
careful.
it was one thing I had to go back and watch it, but it was one thing I think they gave away too. I had to go back and watch it.
Oh, they gave away a bunch, but it was they didn't mean to. But see, that's the problem when you got 3 people answering shit and trying to keep the same. Like they're not a hive mind. You know what I'm saying? And so one of them's gonna answer some shit that's gonna contradict. See, that's what happened. They said shit in other interviews, and Jack Bender came right on in there and like and contradicted some of the things that they said in other interviews. And I'm gonna talk about that shit too. I'm gonna
Um,
make a video about it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna be like, because think about it, right? If dude made the word
yeah.
up, you got John Griffin says, I made the word up. And then
That,
Jeff Pinkner comes in and says,
can we
and
talk
Cooley,
about that for a second?
yeah, go ahead.
That you talking about the Cooley, right?
Right. Well, Jeff Pinkner comes in right after that and says, well, the correct spelling for the word is 11 letters. So, and he was answering some shit to what people were asking in the comment section. I think it was Robert Saunders had some great questions,
Okay.
and I think he
Robert
was
be on it.
yeah, Robert be on it. I love Robert's theories and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they come from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
He
when
take
it's
his
fire.
time too.
He take his time with it, and he puts a nice paragraph or two for you to read too. Sometimes I had to tell Robert one time. I said, "Man, I ain't finna read all this shit. This shit was too much." I was like, "Damn, you might as well get on Reddit, post
Yeah.
a theory up there. That way I can come back to it and shit like that."
Hey, this what made me want to start getting on it, man. I be having these thoughts, and then I be wanting to put them out there, and I don't have a way to get them out there, so I'm finding a way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Shit. I know you got your YouTube page going. Everybody go follow my Soul Taker Dojo.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what
appreciate
I
that,
mean?
man.
Go follow Soul Taker Dojo. PM if you got brother's link in there, could you kindly drop that for us? You know what
Um,
I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Yeah.
why you do that, bro? I'm gonna hip you to what I'm working on right now, man, because I
Do
actually
it,
would
do it.
like to see your perspective on that. If you feel like putting out a video, man. But something that I've noticed, I want to say within the last 6 months, like the shows that have been coming out within the last 6 months, they all got kind of links and connections, man.
Yeah, I've been talking about that.
Blue
Like
eyes, just eyes, period. Reincarnation,
reincarnation,
people
eggs.
being people, yeah, eggs, people being secluded to a certain area where they can't get out of, or being
Yeah,
in a situation where they possibly being lied to, all kind of stuff, man. It's a lot of
yeah.
links
It's a
between these
lot of
big
links.
shows.
It's a lot of links. The cicadas, uh,
Silo,
the
Severance,
ropes, the ropes, the the uh the wagon wheels.
yeah,
The Vesica Pisces has been real heavy in everything lately, and
yeah.
it's
And that's the
always
Venn
been.
diagram, right?
Yes, and it's been real heavy. Even I thought it was strange how Kamala Harris was repeating Venn diagram over and over again.
Hey, man, you want to get in? We want to get into the real world, real
If you
stuff.
want to start getting into this shit, bro, we can get into it. I got the right nigga up there now. We
Hey, what's
can
up?
go.
Hey, because it's going down this week.
Oh my God, yes. I
They
know
they've
all
been
about it.
they've been doing all kind of weird stuff.
I know all about it. And I just been sitting back looking. See, that's why I don't really get on here and talk about this shit like that. That's why I think that it's time for people to start looking at the esoteric symbolism and the shit that they're watching. And that's what I'm going to dedicate my channel to. So if you got a show that you watching and you noticing some shit, drop it to me. Send me a message. Get in the Discord. Hit me up. Tell me to go check out whatever you're looking at. I'll go check it out. I'll give you all my thoughts on it. And if it's good enough, I might even do a fucking video about it. So let's just go. I already know one of the dopest video suggestions I got was from Luna Cascade. And she told me to oh my God, yeah, Raised by Wolves. She told me to do a video and compare from to American Gods season 2, episode 5, and see what type of correlations that I could find there that relate to some of the things that I have already found. She was very specific on how to approach this video. And when I went and looked at what she was talking about, oh man, that was a good ass idea. Wait till y'all see that video. I'm going crazy with it. There's a couple videos that I got in a clip that I'm waiting to edit. I got the voiceovers already done. But yeah, I got some heat coming, y'all. Believe that. Believe that. Y'all know I drop heat. Every single video, we gotta come with some educational. We gotta come with something that is relatable that you guys can resonate with. And yo, if you saw my video, hold on, let me show you what video I'm talking about. Because a lot of y'all probably haven't seen it. The video haven't got a lot of views. It got like 500 views, 600 views, or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's like five something, 560. Hold on. View on YouTube. This video right here. Oh man. Hold up. I'm bugging. All right. Where'd y'all go? There you are. Present. Okay, yeah. It's this one right here, the ritual video. Y'all see that right there? I'm cooking in there. Right there, what we see right here is the Vesica Pisces, but we also see the golden rectangle and how it's encoded in there. They're very much similar and put together specifically to accentuate what we see in actual reality. Like everything is based on this right here, right? Every shape comes from this. This is the beginning of everything. You know what I'm saying? Two circles. As a matter of fact, it's the beginning of you. It's how you got here. Because when the sperm broke the egg, it dropped its tail, and the nucleus of that egg was the exact same size of that sperm head or the spermia. And they come together in the Vesica Pisces, and it forms a spark that continues to duplicate the egg cells, and which is called the ovum. Okay. And a lot of cultures call this section right here of the Vesica Pisces, they refer to this as the ovum. All right. But yeah, like,
Hey, to add on to that, bro, one thing that kind of hit me, and I spoke about this before. I don't know if I spoke about it to you, but the mother of Babylon or the whore of Babylon. The whore of Babylon. Hold on, man. I believe I still got this pulled up, bro. Hold up. Because you talking about giving birth and stuff like that. Hold on.
yeah, yeah. I'm here. I'm here. You there?
Yeah, I'm right here, man. I'm pulling it up.
Okay. You can share your screen if you like.
Uh, I'm gonna see if I can do it, bro. I've never done it before. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Okay. I believe I got it right here. Okay, so it says that let me see if I can share it. Now I'm on my phone. Will it let you do it if you're on your phone?
Try it. We'll see. Does it say present?
Uh, no, it does not.
It doesn't. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let me know what it is. Send it to me in Discord. I'll put it up for you.
Let's see.
There he is. I just messaged you on there. I found you on there.
Hold on, this is a little piece. I'm sending it to you now, bro. But
Okay.
basically, what it speaks to is the mother or the whore of Babylon, which is something that's described in Revelations,
Mm.
which the last two episodes was called Revelations.
Mm.
She's the mother of all demons, mother of all monsters or abominations, whatever you want to call it.
Mm.
So,
All right now. Let's cook. Oh yeah, we can definitely cook on that. I love that. I got a couple of things that I haven't mentioned yet that are going in a couple of these videos. It may make some people mad, but I just do this for entertainment purposes.
hey, I mean, some of this stuff gonna make people mad, man. When you really start getting into religion and the fundamentals of what's going on in this world, some of the stuff you say can break people's foundation, man. And when you break somebody's foundation, it's like snatching a rug up under their feet.
Oh
Like
yeah.
and like that's something a lot of people can't deal with, man. And they'll get mad at you for doing that, for trying to tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I've had that situation several times. That's why I just, I don't try to I'm not trying to convert anybody. It's not worth trying to convert people or trying to tell anybody anything. I used to be on that. I used to be one of them dudes that when the holidays came around, I'd be talking all about the esoteric meaning and how they started and all of that shit. And
You
I don't
learned
give
your
a
lesson, huh?
yeah, you turn people off with that. You know what I mean? When you come with
Right.
all that shit. Like I just like to speak what the facts are and stuff like that. And I let people do what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I say, and what I find by approaching it in that way is that you get some really good conversations and you get a really good understanding, even if you don't have to agree with people or what they see or what you see. And it's fine. It's all good. Like no one, like we don't. It's best that we don't agree on everything because if we agree on everything, we become an echo chamber. And
Right.
once
That's how
we
you
become an
grow.
echo chamber, we stop learning. Yeah, as soon as that happens, you stop learning. So I like to be around people that think different than I think. I have a lot of Christian friends, Christian family, Muslim family and friends, Buddhist friends and all of that. Like I like to sit down and have the conversations civilly, you know what I mean, and intelligently to where we're not putting our feelings into it. Truth seekers all want to know the truth, right? Um, and what the truth is for you may not be what the truth is for somebody else. There is one absolute truth, however. There is one absolute truth.
Right.
However,
How do you know if you're looking at the truth though?
and the
That's
only way
the
you get to it is by dealing with people that don't see what you see. and and you don't see what they see, because now we can do a process of elimination and we can find out. Conversations are needed whatever the situation is, if it's about politics, religion, gender, all of these different things that seem to put us at polar opposites are things that we should talk about and understand that just because we disagree, it doesn't mean hate, it doesn't mean animosity, vitriol, or any of that between one another. Because we can actually learn from one another. Like, you know, um, yeah, that's just how I look at the entire world like that. I look at none of us actually had any control of what geographical location we were born in, what our parents were, what our religions are actually. All of that is imprinted on us as soon as we come out the womb. You know what I mean? They tell you you're this, you're that. Your name is this. You didn't partake in any of that shit. You're just here, you pop up and you follow what everybody else does just because they're doing it before you got here.
true.
You know what I'm saying? You know, yo, I love to see that the chat is resonating with us while we got 47 people in here. You
That's
know
what's
what I'm
up,
saying?
man.
The chat is definitely resonating with us. Have you ever heard of the four monkeys?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, I got to break. Has anyone ever heard of the four monkeys? Let me see the chat. How how uh how real the chat is on this right here. Have you heard of the four monkeys? And the four monkeys pretty much display things about how we do things as earthlings.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll break it down to you. Give me a couple of seconds.
Okay. Why you do that, bro? Let me read this Whore Babylon off to you. It says that the whore of Babylon refers to both symbolic female figure in a place of evil, as mentioned in the book of Revelations in the New Testament. Her full title is stated in Revelations 17:5. It says
Mm,
that the mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And then it goes deeper, here's some more explanation.
okay.
But that's so when we was going through the season, my theory was that um Fatima was pregnant with twins, and that one of them would be evil and one of them would be good.
Ooh, that's what Taryn was saying too.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was thinking about, but and it was kind of based on this. And then at the end, we just got one evil one. So
Okay, so I was all right. So let me tell you
10%
about
right.
the four monkeys real quick. Let me
Shoot.
wet my whistle real quick and break this down to the good people and everybody. If you here for this is a good one. There were
It,
there were four monkeys in a cage, and these scientists were studying on them, and they put a ladder with a bucket of bananas on top of the ladder. And whenever a monkey went up on top of the ladder to get the bucket, they would spray the other three monkeys with ice water. And so whenever a monkey got on the ladder, the other monkeys would beat his ass because they knew that they was about to get sprayed with ice water. So then they take one of the old monkeys out and they put a new monkey in there. And the new monkey, he goes up the ladder and the three monkeys beat his ass. And he's like, why are they beating my ass? Well, see, the scientists, they eliminated the ice water. And so they removed another one of the older monkeys
mm,
and they put another new monkey in there.
I get where you're going.
And the new monkey went up there, and all three monkeys, even the first new monkey that never experienced the ice water, he joined in on the ass whooping.
It's
He
kind of like
he
religion.
he whooped his ass. And so they replaced all of the monkeys, and now the monkeys just whoop a monkey's ass if he try to go up on the ladder. And none of them know why they're doing it.
It's like
Because
a
they're
ritual.
right. And if you were to ask one of the monkeys why does he do it, he says he would tell you if he could talk. Well, that's just what the fuck they do here. When you go on that ladder, they beat that ass. Meanwhile, the bananas is going rotten inside the bucket on top of the ladder. You dig?
I do. I feel what you're saying, man.
So
So it's like,
when we're born in this world, we're doing things around of a bunch of people that are just doing shit that they don't know why the fuck they're doing it.
so I see that as being similar to the. So I had never heard of this, but I have heard of Plato's allegory of the cave, and it puts me in the mindset of that. Where are you familiar with that?
Oh, absolutely, with the shadows and everything.
Right. So it's kind of like the same thing when he goes outside, sees the real world, and comes back in and tries to tell everybody what's going on. They're just stuck in that mindset basically, and they're looking at it life from that perspective, if that makes sense.
Indeed. Yeah. And so when we come into this world, there's a lot of things that are going on that you take part in that you have no idea why you do it. Like, for instance, there are a lot of and every one of them is a ritual. Every
So,
single one of them is a ritual that you do. That, like, why do we light candles and sing happy birthday?
right,
Because everybody else does it, right? It just
right,
seems like the thing we should do, right? It just seems like it's all good, right? That's a
right.
ritual.
It could have a whole different meaning. You wouldn't
It could
even
have a
know.
whole different meaning. Some people believe that it actually does have a meaning. Some people believe that it is an aging spell
Well, I mean, time is.
that
I
makes
mean,
us
how deep
old.
you want to go, bro?
I mean, bro, listen, we here now.
All right,
We
we
here
here,
now.
man. Time is there's no such thing as time when you really think about it.
Mm.
It's it's something that we
It's
we
something
put a
that we
stamp on
create.
that.
It's like your clock and your calendar are things that we created to gauge the series of events and longevity. I'm with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and that was mainly so somebody could find a way to charge you money, you know what I'm saying, or to make you work in a certain type of way.
Absolutely. It
But
was a control mechanism. It was a
when,
control mechanism. It was put there for you to be up at a certain time, right? Because natural time shows us what it is. The sun already gives us our natural time, our precession. When you look at sunflowers face the sun at all times.
true,
They turn and they turn in the sky and they look and and by the you'll see you can actually put a camera out there and see them moving. You know what I mean? They have a mechanism that makes them look at the sun, right? So exactly, Golden Child said it right there. Time is basically a dimension that we created and live in. He didn't say we created part, but
Yeah.
it's definitely something that it's a gauge that we created to measure the longevity and sequence of events.
Well, that's how our mind, well, I ain't gonna say our mind, that's how most of our minds work. We have to, in order for things to make sense for us, we have to find a way to make it make sense. If that makes sense.
Well, the thing about it is it only makes sense to us because we're born in it.
True, but if you would say me and you was just born and we grew up to the age we are right now and we was the
That's why
only
you got to
humans,
teach kids how to tell time.
yeah. And man, and the kids nowadays don't know how to read no clock.
Oh yeah, yeah. My children know how to read
That
clocks.
I mean, mine do too, bro. But I'm talking
Yeah.
about the average kid.
If your children don't know how to read a clock, then that means that you depended on the school to teach them because they don't teach them that shit in school. If your
Yeah,
children don't know how to write cursive, that means that you depended on them to teach them.
right.
I think that depending on them to teach them is okay if you are also giving them a debriefing when they get home and when you tell them what's going on and when you break down things to them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. You
Because
gotta them little sponges right there, those kids, man.
absolutely. We homeschool our children. We homeschool our children. We've been homeschooling for 11 years.
Okay,
And
that's what's
so,
up, bro.
yeah, and all of our children were born at home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
doing the old school way.
Yeah, yeah. I really live like this. I'm not just on YouTube like bubblehead motherfucker and shit. You know what I
Man,
mean? Like
me
I'm
neither,
really
broski.
yeah. And it's like a trip, like, you ask, I mean, Taryn met me. He know what time it is. Like he said, yo, bro, like, what the fuck? He's like, it's so crazy. Like, I feel like I'm in a live stream with you right now. We were just sitting on the couch talking. He's like, I feel like I'm on a live stream with you right now, bro. Like, this is how
Man,
you
that's
are.
what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, like our youngin, I believe that it is your responsibility to enlighten your family, not just your children, but others around you. And that gets back to Plato's cave allegory.
It does, man. I mean, because that's in my opinion, that's where that term comes from, seeing the light. When you
Mm,
see the light, you seeing the truth. And once if you never seen the light before, if you've been in the cave your whole life and you finally see the light, the first time you see it is going to blind you. It's
but
going
your
to be
eyes
hard.
must adjust.
It's going to take some time for your eyes to adjust. And then once they adjust, now you can start seeing what things really are. But you've never seen this before. So now you got to learn it. You got to learn what things really are. And then you got the truth in your hands. And once you take that back to the people in the cave, they might try to kill you if you tell them about the truth, man.
Yeah, you're gonna get several different you'll get several different reactions. Some will want to kill you, some will want to go outside with you, some will want to protect you, some will want to shut you up. But the most extreme would be someone to leave with you and someone to kill you. But you're gonna get everything in between too.
It sounds like you spitting from theories.
You know what oh yeah, that's yo, dig this, right? Uh Plato's cave is real heavy when it comes to from, as a matter of fact. Like, look at a character like Sarah, who's telling you, like, yo, I'm in contact with these motherfuckers. Some believe her, some want to protect her, some want to kill her, and some want to ride with her. And Boyd was riding with Sarah. When they said when Ellis came in at that station, where Boyd and Kenny was looking at the maps, and Ellis said, I think Elgin knows where Fatima is. This nigga said, hold on, y'all go to Colony House and make him stay right there. I'll be right back. He went and
Yeah,
got Sarah. He went and got Sarah. Plato's cave is right there within Sarah. Now it's within Tabitha as well. because most of those people were very angry with her with inside of that diner. I love how you brought that to the table as a hidden symbol. That's yours right there, Ray. That's
Yeah.
yours right there. You definitely got to expound on that. It's all right there, bro. You got it all right there. As a matter of fact, there are other characters that represent other aspects of other cave members, not just the one that went outside. But you
Mm.
have everybody in. You have all the extremes in there. That's that's fire right there. You know
Okay,
what I'm
I can see
saying?
that. I can see what you're saying on that.
It goes right along with the Schrodinger's cat.
Mm.
It's right there. You gotta, because Jade is another one who has seen the light. You see what I'm saying? Now, how it and I'll tell you one thing about that theory. That theory has is going to be foreseen in season 4. There's no way around it now.
So you're referring to people starting to know the truth?
Yes. All right. So when we're talking about okay. So
And the
now
man
that
in yellow,
oh
man,
man,
that just
let's
made me
talk about
think.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
that
talk
just
about it, bro. Let's
and
talk
how he was
about
talking about it's a cost for knowledge. Okay,
it. Okay, so let's talk about it. Jade and Tabitha have found out what they found. The only person that knows as well is dead, Jim. So in other words, they walked outside of
you
the
know what,
cave.
bro?
They
Man, we
walked
doing this.
up.
We gonna do this right here,
We're
man. Cause
gonna
I
do
didn't
this
even think
right
about.
here.
I didn't even think
Are they
about
gonna
that.
walk back in the cave and tell everybody what the light looks like? Are they gonna tell everybody what the trees look like?
Well,
Are
think
they gonna
about
tell
this.
everybody what the water? What?
The only
Bro,
person
I'm
that
telling you,
knows what
you
happened to
dropped
Jim
bombs
is
in here.
future Julie.
Oh my God, bro. Listen,
So
you
ain't
dropped
nobody gonna know what
bombs.
happened to Jim. They're just gonna walk up on a dead Jim and be like, "What happened?" I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh my God, bro. Hold up.
Yeah.
The allegory
So
of
and will future Julie still be there when they show up, or will she be gone back to the future?
hold on. I need a good picture of this. See, there's so many different levels of it too. Like think about the Plato's cave and the fire, right? Hold on. Here we go, right here. This is perfect. Are they gonna reveal the mysteries of the cave, bro? Are they gonna reveal that they know why this place started? Are they gonna reveal what happened to them? They don't have to. Jim's dead.
My
They
my
don't have
my
to say shit.
I don't know, man. Cause Jim, something's gonna launch some type of investigation or something into what happened to Jim if
Then
Julie is
we
not there
also
to
have
tell him.
another one. What is the other one we have? We have Fatima. We have Fatima killed Tilly. Do they
Yeah,
reveal the mystery?
right.
Do they reveal the mystery?
Cause it's still up in the air. And then your boy Elgin.
What happens to that? Yo, you know what?
If I was Elgin, I would want revenge. You know what I mean?
What if Sarah snaps out and stabs Acosta? Y'all heard it here first.
For what reason?
To keep the secret of what happened, what they all did to
Oh,
Elgin.
mm. I mean, you know what? The type of shit that Sarah on right now, I believe she would do it
Well, the only person
if
that
she
knew
felt like it was
Tabitha,
the right thing to do.
the only person that knew Tabitha and Jade's secret was Jim. He's dead. And the only person that knows Boyd, Ellis, Kenny, Donna, Sarah, they're all complicit together, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
give
was
a
something
fuck
that I
if
think went over a lot of people's head.
I don't give a fuck if Boyd
Everybody
said,
in
"Oh,
that
this is
house
on
is
me" and all
is
that.
accountable.
Yes, everybody in that fucking house except Acosta. So does she die like Jim? That would be crazy. That would be crazy if Sarah tries to kill her and doesn't, and it don't happen. and she runs down the steps or some shit and gets the fuck away. That would
Well,
be real dope if they did that. Oh my God. There would be some
I don't think
action.
that Sarah's gonna make it. Whatever happens in the end, I don't think Sarah's gonna be alive. I think she's gonna get her comeuppance at some point in time.
Oh, she's got to. She's got to, bro.
But I think
She's got to.
I think she's cool with that, bro. I think she
Yeah, she told
understands
yeah,
that.
she said it already. I already sold my soul to this place.
Yeah,
I already gave it to it. I didn't even sell it. I gave it to her. I gave my soul to this place. She ain't even sell it. She didn't get shit back. She said that the place don't give you shit, it just takes. She gave it her soul, and it didn't give her shit back. As a matter of fact, her life is on Boyd. Boyd gave her life. Boyd is the one who spared her life. I guarantee you, if somebody snap out and try to kill Sarah, Kenny would not bust a grape in a fruit salad.
I don't know. Kenny kind of he went dark for a second. Now he kind of coming back.
Nah, Kenny ready to slice and dice something to fuck up. I'm telling you.
You think he will go
He
Batman
just,
on him? I think
bro,
that's what
see,
Sarah hit me
Kenny
with.
has
Sarah hit me with
realized
that
that he's in the
Batman.
dark. Kenny has
She
realized that he's in the dark. He's realized that he's in the dark. He's like, hold on, Boyd's acting like this. There's a reason why, and you got to think about it. The reason why Boyd and Ellis were like that is because they know she killed Tilly. That Fatima killed Tilly. So he realized that. I tell you how you know he realized it.
you think he figured it out?
He figured it out because he asked Boyd. He said, what's she doing out there?"
Yeah.
He
Kenny
said,
be
"What was
asking
she
them
doing?"
questions.
Yeah, Kenny asked the right
He be
question.
asking like, "What the fuck up with you, nigga?" Questions.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yes.
going on for real?
Yeah. I mean, yo, it would be real crazy.
Without saying that,
All right, so we have two secrets here. We have the secret of Jade and Tabitha. Jim is the only person that could tell that secret. What if Storywalk and Julie knows? That would be crazy. Quan
which
said,
one you talking about?
how many
Present or
episodes is
future?
Elgin gonna survive in season 4? I don't even know if Elgin's gonna survive episode 1. I think he's dying. I think he's
You
gonna
think
die.
gonna bleed out?
Yeah, he gonna bleed out. He gonna bleed out.
So
Ah,
where are the doctors at this point in time? I'm racking my brain.
oh yeah,
Are they both at the hospital?
well, Marielle was at Colony House.
Okay,
Marielle's been at Colony House. She was gonna stay. She's been staying at Colony House since Fatima came back from the sonogram,
so,
from the ultrasound.
so she could treat Elgin.
So she could treat. She was there so she could treat Fatima.
What I'm
But
saying
then,
is
yeah,
possibilities for the future.
hmm and then we also have in my theory, I believe that Colony House has some sort of healing powers. They didn't touch on that because I got that shit right. They might even change it or just throw it all away. But the only people that healed quick are people that stayed at Colony House. You can go check it. You could go look at who healed and then they actually accentuated who didn't heal. And they didn't stay at Colony House. Jim was limping around for the whole entire season. And he was even limping around in the first episode. So he was still hurt. The scratch on his head, you could still see the pink in the scratch. So
Yeah,
he still had that scratch in his head.
I
You
think
know what I'm
From
saying?
just don't like Jim, man. Cause
Steve says it's the pond and not Colony House. Well, Ethan didn't go to the pond. Ethan never went to the pond, and he healed. He healed up real quick. That was the first person. That was the first. All right, who healed up quick? Boyd didn't heal
everybody
up.
except for Jim.
Everybody except for Jim,
I
Boyd, and
Yeah, it
Ellis.
did take Boyd a
Ellis,
little second.
yeah, Boyd didn't heal up either because his hand. Remember, they showed his hand. They
Yeah,
showed his hand, and his hand was all fucked up, and his hand was cut up in the middle. He had a hole in his hand for a
yeah.
long time. Yeah,
And then
and
even Randall with his
Randall
injuries,
didn't
he's
heal
healing
up.
pretty
Yeah,
fast.
no, he didn't heal up.
Well, I'm saying that from initially how it was, it seems like it's healing fast.
Yeah, well, he did. He was operated on at Colony House, and it does seem like he's pretty good from there. Yeah, I agree. She did operate on him at Colony House, and it
And
aside
even
from the haters bothering him, he looks like he's doing pretty good. This motherfucker
Christy
doing
with
pull ups.
the bear trap.
I don't understand how you doing pull ups with stitches in your neck. That's fake. Yeah, they
Yeah,
fucked up with that. They just could have had him doing some sit-ups or something. But you're
yeah,
not gonna be straining like that doing some that neck rips right back open, bro. Like,
yeah.
no problem. Yeah. But so obviously he's healed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in here? We got some more people in here.
Vic in here. What's
Ellis
up, Vic?
healed. Ellis healed real quick. Ellis had a broken arm, and he had a damn punctured lung, and he had all kinds of shit going on with him. He healed up fast both times.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ellis keep on. Ellis is accident prone. He need he need to
Yeah,
be a bubble boy.
he
He,
need to go sit his ass down somewhere. Like, what do him and Fatima, why do they always run to do some shit at Colony House like they know what the fuck they do? Like when Nikki got shot, they was all in the mix with shit. Like, what? Like, come on, that shit looked kind of crazy watching Fatima and Ellis try to help girl get the bullet out. Like, they
yeah,
just look so like out of place. But it was a dope ritual that they played in front of us. That I don't know if y'all recall that video that I did about that, but that was an entire ritual. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You said there was a Masonic ritual,
Mm-mm. It was a voodoo ritual. They did
voodoo
a
ritual.
voodoo ritual. Yeah.
How
Uh,
much? How much? How much do you know about like secret societies and stuff like that, and they rituals
I'm
and
not
stuff?
too shabby in that area. I'm not.
So I say this, man. Every secret society has rituals, and the curious thing about it is, I had to be careful how I say this. Um, Different secret societies have when you get to all secret societies seem to have like a tier system, and once you get to a certain top tier, they really start telling you the truth, and you find out that a lot of these secret societies believe in the same stuff. And when I say secret societies, I mean any group that has secret exclusivity to it. Now think about that. That could be um, Illuminati. You know, that's what everybody go to. But that could be other stuff too that you your everyday life that you might not be thinking about. But those are secret societies. I think that's the best way I could say it.
A play within a play. But now I'm going to give you a breakdown within a breakdown. Let's get this part out of the way first. Then I'll break down the connections to the memento mori. The entire scene of the bullet removal was a ritual. Follow me for a second. The symbolism was too bold to ignore. This sacrificial rite was done with the practitioner, in this case it was Mari, the designated receiver of the sacrifice, who would be Fatima, and the sacrificial lamb, which would be Nikki. Then you have the witnesses and the altar. Many ritualistic altars are very similar in nature. You have the centerpiece, in which many cases is some sort of crystal or a glass or a bowl or a glass bowl for libation. You have a sacred piece of wood or a statue that represents some sort of deity or spirit guide. You have candles around the object or close by, along with things like stones, drums, libation for offering, herbs, feathers, and other objects like books. Now, if we look at the bullet removal scene, we have the same overlapping elements here. There's a statue close by, a set of candles, you have two pairs of drum, you have books, you have libation, you have a bowl with a piece of wood as the centerpiece. The libation was poured into the bowl, and so was Nikki's blood. And the receiver, who ends up tasting or feeding off this sacrifice, does a ritual with the sacred wood by placing the spoon in Nikki's mouth. Now, in various cultures, wooden spoons are believed to ward off evil spirits or even curses. However, this gesture would symbolize some sort of submission or acceptance of one's fate. This is why in medicine, biting down on an object is used to ground oneself and help endure the pain. And wood, being made out of trees, giving it its natural properties, is the perfect grounding tool. During the Puritan times, an outspoken woman would be gagged and tortured, and a lot of times publicly flogged. Now, this scene also made me think of what could have been done if Mari would have had access to those supplies that were in the ambulance. And when we think of healing and rebirth, we must take notice to the rod of Asclepius directly on the ambulance in plain sight. The symbol depicts a single snake climbing around the staff. Now, the snake's regenerative abilities symbolize healing, while the spiral staff that it takes symbolizes the ending of a cycle or a new beginning, also birth, aka fertility. This spiral and its link to fertility is once again created by the Vesica Pisces, something that you probably heard me mention before if you frequent my channel. I also noticed the ambulance driver trying to call back to base, saying Unit 45, Unit 45, which is also a connection to the spiral or 9-9, being that 4 and 5 equal 9. And he said it twice. And the master building number is the 22, or the deuce of spades, which we see here in Victor's suitcase. Listen to this statement that I made in the Wizard of Oz video. But hindsight is 2020, 99.22% of the time. 99.22% of the time. I said that purposely to place a marker to see if something we've seen would echo this phrase, and it did. Let's move forward. And since the topic of Eloise's drawings are still on the table, I remember the first time I met Taryn Matheru online. We were, yo, man, it just go from banger to banger on that video. That's why I had to stop it, because it was just, yeah, that video right there was some heat.
Nah, it
When
was, man.
I mean, when you go back and look at this, tell me that this wasn't an altar. Hold up, where we at? Good picture of this shot right there. And which would be Nikki. Damn. Here we go. Domore. Ah, here we are. Too bold to ignore. Okay, yeah. So this is an altar. Look at that.
You mean how they set up?
Yeah, look at how they set that up. They got the candles right there. They got the books right there. They have burnt offering in the ashtray. There's another shot that I don't know if I put it in this video, but you could see clearly that there's some like joints in the ashtray where people, that's burnt offering. You have the drums right here. You have the bowl, the crystal bowl. You also have the alcohol libation. She pours the shit in the bowl. She puts the blood covered, she puts the blood covered bullet in the bowl. Shorty puts the spoon in her mouth. That's a ritual. The whole shit was a ritual. That was a sacrifice ritual right there.
I
You
see. I
got
see what you're saying.
you got the statue in the background. Okay, that's the effigy. All right, that's in every ritual. All of these things are in every ritual. Candles, drums, books, burnt offering, libation, a glass
Sacrifice.
bowl, a sacrifice. Come on, bro. It's right there. Like, I love how they did this show. I know that's what they was on. You feel what I'm saying? Like in some of this even represents your double helix, which is representation of the serpents, two serpents going up the staff. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy. I love this show for the symbolism. Every episode is chock full of this stuff. I hope that they don't see like, well, damn, somebody's pointing this stuff out. Dial back on it. Cause nah, man, that's what makes the show great. Because if you take out those cornerstones, the rest of the building's gonna fall apart. And I'm just warning y'all, like, don't stop doing the esoteric shit. That's what's making the shit great, y'all. Like, cause because you're adding some elements into it that are so cryptic that it just adds to that flavor of what is going on in this show. And then you got somebody coming across and dropping your shit in it because they did the same thing in the next episode. The very next episode had another ritual where Jim was kneeling at the table. He was pouring a libation in the cups and the tea for his family. His son was sitting with his legs crossed Indian style. That's how you sit when you're going on a dream quest. Um, all of that shit. Like it was all there. He was kneeling like the Hiram Abiff, the widow's son. You see what I'm saying? And the mother was talking about the scene where she was moving the curtain, which was when she woke up in the hospital. And she said, I didn't know if it was real or not. Hold on, wait. Hold up. Where I got that too.
Now you had spoke on the yellow brick road.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm about to go crazy with that.
Hey,
I got some more yellow brick road shit.
hey man. I'll say this. So one of this let me take it all the way back. Bro, the creators of this show, you know, they made Lost and all that. Everybody knows that.
That's right, Vic. Vic is in
Um,
the building.
yeah, Rada Conduces. I'm not familiar with
Yep.
that. Oh,
Rodica
that's
Deuce.
the with the snake.
Yeah, that's where we get the
Okay,
word deuces from.
okay.
That's where we get the word deuces or
Yeah,
two.
and that's what the medical system use. That's
Yep.
what I'm sitting here
Caduce.
looking at one right now.
Yep.
I
Caduce.
like
I grew up.
literally,
I
and
grew
then
up
you
with
know
a
what's
kid.
crazy?
I grew
So
up with
that
a kid named Caduce.
Caduce.
That's right. Wizard of Oz. Ounces. It's the abbreviation for ounces is OZ. I
Yeah.
talked about that in my Yellow Brick Road video. I broke down that whole shit. Like
Hey, so I'm looking at
Julie upstairs and says this.
And if you
go ahead.
climb high enough, even a nightmare can.
Yeah, I went. I didn't mean to play that on this, but yeah, I broke that down. This Yellow Brick Road shit is bro. This show is amazing. The esoteric symbolism is amazing. I love it. Um, Now I'm realizing that it's not more so the writers, it's more of the set design people and shit like that. And but some of this has got to be direction.
But they good at it, man. My first time even getting into listening to podcasts came from Lost. They had podcasts back then that were going on doing the same thing we're doing right now for From.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, bro, go back. I hope some people save that stuff, but that stuff is like that's what really got me into like this whole theory crafting and stuff like that. Um, and I would say this, I would hope that they would have learned from that and then took those lessons and put it towards this show that they're doing right now. Because it was a lot of things we're doing right now, they should be hip to already.
Woo, Jess. I gotta check that out for sure. I'm gonna put that in the video and give you a shout out, yo. That's
Okay.
amazing. The bus is from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and same place Judy Garland is from. Wow. See, I didn't notice that. I didn't peep that. And I didn't know Judy Garland was from Grand Rapids. I didn't even know that. But I wish I would have looked her up. But I wasn't really, see, that's the problem with me too. A lot of times I'm not looking the shit up. I'm just going right off the top of my head with shit that I know. And then when I come to something that I'm not sure of, I gotta go Google it, fact check it or whatever to see if my facts are straight before I drop it in the video. But I did know the bus was from Grand Rapids. You know what I'm saying? I did know the bus was from Grand Rapids, but I didn't know that Judy Garland was from Grand Rapids. That's what I didn't know. But yeah, I would have put that in my video. But it will go in this next one. And I'm gonna give you credit for that, sis. I appreciate that. That's a fire ass catch. Oh, okay. 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 So you from Michigan. Man, I know it's cold as shit out there right now.
It gotta be.
Woo.
It's cold down here.
It's cold in Georgia. You in Georgia, right?
I'm in Alabama.
You in Alabama? Oh, I'm right
Yeah.
by Alabama.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right by Alabama. I
So Phoenix City, Columbus.
oh yeah,
Normally
I
that's
hit
right by
20 and
me.
be in Alabama in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I hit
man.
20.
And Steel is somewhere close to that edge too, but like I said, it might not even be on the map, man.
I know it's cold as shit right now. Like it's cold as shit outside.
Too cold for me.
You know what I'm saying? I went outside and smoked the joint. I had it was so cold out that motherfucker. I had to pluck the joint just to get the goddamn ash off the motherfucker. It was like, damn, what the ash done froze on the motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't think I can make it in Michigan. I
No, yeah, it's cold as a motherfucker out there.
Michigan to have me upset, man. I'd be mad every day.
You'll be out that motherfucker plucking skin off your lips out that motherfucker.
Man.
That motherfucker.
And
Yo,
my
Michigan
uh,
is cold as shit right about that.
bald head skin going dry and stuff.
Wiki said Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Is that accurate or a typo? Does Minnesota have a Grand Rapids?
They might.
That might be and Michigan is MI.
It's a Hollywood, Alabama, so they might.
Shit, it's a Dallas, Georgia.
Exactly. Paris, Texas.
Yeah. We got Rome, Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. We got
We stole all
Hiram.
the names.
Yo, check this out. We got Hiram, Georgia here, bro.
Hey, and then I mean
And
that got
there's
some.
a pyramid out here.
Okay, I was just about to get into that, bro. I was gonna say
We gonna
that.
talk that shit or what? You know I'm
Man, let's
game,
do
bro.
it.
I'm
Hey,
game. I'm on some shit. I don't be playing. You know
hey,
what? This live is getting a little long. I don't want to be too long on this motherfucker though, because people ain't
you,
gonna watch it.
I'm with you, man. So whenever you want to cut it, bro.
Oh man, we've been on here for a little longer than I wanted to go anyway, but we gotta come back and do another one, bro. We gotta come back and do another. I'll meet you out here tomorrow. We're gonna do it tomorrow. Let's do
Yep,
another one tomorrow. We'll come up. We're gonna talk some shit tomorrow, y'all. And let's get some notes together too, just to make it real good and juicy. Get some shit you want to talk about. I'll have some shit I want to talk about. You know, I just make the note, I just make headlines. I don't even write notes. I just make a quick headline and I just go right off the top. But if you want to get something together, we get something together. We talk that shit. I'm ready for it.
hey,
I'm ready
man,
for it.
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely we in the Discord. I'll definitely let you know when I get back and I'm ready to rock. Shit. What time is good for you tomorrow? Let's give the people a little time to get ready.
I mean, I should be good around 7, 8, around that time frame. I
Okay,
mean,
so we'll
anytime
do it
after that.
we'll do it a little bit later than that then. Like we'll get together, talk for a little bit, and then just go live. Yeah,
We,
we'll talk that. We're gonna talk esoteric shit. It's not necessary. We're gonna talk about from, but it's not necessarily gonna be all about from. Let's talk some esoteric shit. You know what I mean? I have an old lecture that I was going to recite for the people. I think that you would have really enjoyed that. Um, my lecture is only about 20 minutes long. I have like a 20-minute long lecture. I have receipts and yeah, it's a fire ass lecture. I don't know. I might. It depends on how things go tomorrow. See if I'll give that. You know what I'm saying?
I like to hear it, man. And I wanted to point out something that you might want to look up in the, between time tomorrow too. Um, they keep bringing up 4 and 7, and I'm sure, numbers mean something, and I'm sure that 4 and 7 means something. But if you flip those around, that means something too.
7-4. Then you got the 11. You got the 2.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just
The,
saying
the root
the
number. The root number to 47 is 2. And
seven
so,
four, um, and you start getting into yellow bricks and stuff like that.
oh yes, yes
I'm saying
indeed. Talking
you
about
might,
gold and ounces, and then we also talking about the yellow color itself.
yeah, bro. You might that particular thing, those two numbers and that particular thing, you might want to check that out, man.
Heck
I
yeah.
don't even know if you can find anything on the internet about that, but if you can, man, that is something.
Oh, I got tons of information on that. I mean, I could spit right off the top right now on that. Like, man, I got tons of information. If I look up shit, it'll get crazy. So we'll do
Yeah,
that. I'll look up some things before, in the meantime, in between time, and we'll link back up tomorrow.
hey,
We'll be
that's what's
here.
up, man.
We're gonna be here, y'all. Anyway, just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. That's all for the live stream this evening. We'll catch you in the next one. But yo, I want to say this. Yo, thank you, Golden Child, for the super chat. Thank y'all. He's saying y'all go in. He's trying to tell us to go in. He's trying to tell us to stay for a minute. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I didn't mean to neglect speaking on that. I just didn't want to cut the brother off while he was talking. But yes, indeed, we're gonna come back tomorrow night. Golden Child, be here because we're gonna go in. This is gonna be fire. I got a feeling this is gonna be some crazy information we're gonna be dropping, some great back and forth. I'm gonna just bring some information to the table that I think we'll like, and you guys might like some sound bites. I might clip it up a little bit. I've been in the process of going through my live and making clips. I got some dope clips of PM and some dope clips of Taryn, some dope clips of everybody that I've had on the line, and I'm in the process of making some clips. And when I get a shitload of them together, I'm gonna post one every single fucking day until From comes back. Yes, indeed. Y'all know last time Chocolate Beauty gave me the wonderful idea to drop a, a, a short every day for 30 days until the show came on. And I did so. And we had a great time with that. So I think I can go for a whole year. I think our live streams that we had so much fun. We've had so much fun discovering things, peeping shit, looking through shit. And this was the year that I started going live. And we've had so much fun this year. I am more than certain that I can pull enough shorts out of all of the lives, all of the great points, all of the dope little esoteric shit, the funny shit, everything. So yeah, stay tuned for those shorts. I'm working on it. That's hard to do. I've also got other things on my plate, like the documentary for Providence. I will be going back out there to get some footage of that. I'm going to be actually in Boston, but I'm going to drive down to Providence, be in and out real quick, do what I got to do, and slide back to where I'm going. I'm going to be in New York at some point in time too. I'm gonna go up there to see Tony, see what's going on with him. And yeah, I'm gonna just be pulling up. I'm on my pull-up mission in 2025 for sure. All right. So just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. That's all for the live stream this evening. Thank you again, Ray, for coming through. Soul Taker Dojo. Go follow that brother.
I appreciate you for having me, bro, and good night to the chat, y'all.
We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.